Hello, hello, hello. We should be good now. We should be live. Everyone should be able to hear my nasally ass voice. Blah, blah. Thank you, Trish, for being here. I know I kind of give you a little bit of shit when you joined, but I do appreciate you being here, even if it is just to lurk. Oh, I oversteeped my tea. Ooh, that's bitter as hell. Yep, we're gonna be doing even more tier list time. We have to Adam to thank for that. We have to do every single monster from Monster Hunter. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip over to, I think this is the right preset. It would be if it actually checked the right one. I think that's correct. I think that's good. I think my cam is off a little bit. I'm actually going to do this real quick. You guys won't be able to see anything change at all, but I will. So we're going to take this and move over to this. Why did I do that? Oh, I probably know why I did that, actually. We'll put it right there. You totally know what I'm ranking? Yeah, you should. So this is every single monster from the Monster Hunter series. Last time I streamed, Adam went through and redeemed like 10k points to make me go through and rank every single monster from the Monster Hunter series based purely on its fashion, on how it's designed. So we're not talking about the fights themselves or like really cool things about them other than their design. Their design is the only thing I'm really caring about right now. I do also have a buddy that's going to be joining me. So I will be jumping into a voice chat right about now, and he will show up when he shows up. I don't know if he's going to be on immediately or not. And I'll go ahead and give him a ping to let him know. You stranger? It's not a stranger. I don't think you guys have had much interaction before, but he's definitely been around for a long part of my life, so. So stranger? Yeah, definitely a stranger. He's a good guy. He's funny. Except he has really shit taste in specific monsters. I really wish he would have joined when I said that. That would have been so funny to me. Yeah, this is going to be a very long stream. More than likely, I'm probably going to go for about 3.5, 4 hours.
Do you have any ibuprofen?
Hi, Kathy.
I got a headache.
How are you doing? Or was that wasn't Kathy, was it? No, that was you, Trish. That's Kathy's intro. I thought Kathy had joined because of that. Oops. Yeah, it's a good sound. I really enjoy that one. Although I was thinking about changing my donate and subscription sound. I know it's the sound that came with this pack, so it's that big like whoa sound right now, and I don't necessarily love it. I was thinking about switching back to the default, which is like nice and like chimey, but I don't know which one's going to be better, and I don't know which one would be better for stream experience. Man, I have a strong top 4. I can't believe Ahhahah is so far up here. That's actually so funny to me that is up there. Oh yeah, I also need to switch this over to images as well. And so that way when I start searching monsters and stuff like that, I can actually show the monsters. You said yes, but I said a lot of things. Can you clarify which part you're saying yes to? I'm assuming it's in regards to the donation sound and subscription sound. Well, we're just going to go ahead and start, and then when people start trickling in, they start trickling in, so that's fine. We left off on a really strong note. So the next one is a fan favorite. Is cereal a soup? Yes. I think almost definitionally, yeah. But an extremely non-viscous soup. It's an extremely watery soup. Alright, so this is the fucker that we're going to be talking about next. This is the Devil Joe. He is known as the Giant Pickle. He is also known as Fuck This Guy. He constantly just invades your quests and like fucks you up no matter what game he's in. As long as he's in the game, he will like invade you and make you have a terrible time. So we're gonna put Devil Joe. This is specifically only for how they look. And I don't necessarily love how Devil Joe looks. Like, sure, he's got spikies and he's got a weird mouth, and like there are certain parts that are really interesting, like this right here, where it's like the muscles like tearing and pulling apart. Or the skin is to reveal the muscle underneath. I think that's really interesting and cool. I'd probably say that it's like top of it's alright. I don't think Devil Joe does enough to make it like super interesting or unique. And it's just like a big green pissed off thing. Like, I don't know. For me, it's like the only reason that we can recognize and know Devil Joe so explicitly is because of how many times he's fucking invaded a quest or something and like pissed everyone off. I don't think he's interesting enough to really make me say that he's got a good design. Like, I don't think he's like well designed. Next one. I don't actually know what that one is. Is that Zoromagdaros? I'm almost positive that that's probably Zoromagdaros. No, that's Zoromagdaros. What is this one? Oh man, I'm struggling here. Monster Hunter, all monster icons. Well, this isn't going to help. This is just going to probably make it worse. What art style is it in? Is it specifically world icons? This is Rise. We need non-Rise. We need World. This is World right here, for sure. Hello?
Hello.
Hello! How are you doing today?
Doing good.
Hell yeah.
Just finished smacking my face into a optional fight in Sekiro.
Yeah.
It was just the refight of the first boss on horseback.
Gotcha.
I thought you got something out of it, which is why I did it, but you do not.
I've never actually played Sekiro still, so I need to get on that. I still need to get on every one of the Souls games. I know as soon as I start playing one of the Souls games, like, we have like 4 different boys. They're gonna be like, hey, do you need help? Do you need advice?
Well, so it's weird. There's not really a correct answer to start with in any of the Souls games, except maybe don't start with Elden Ring, and probably don't start with Dark Souls 2, but other than that, it's like free reign.
Fair. I'm assuming don't start with Elden Ring because it'll be too nice and it'll make you hate the rest of the games.
Well, that's part of it, but that's not too big a deal.
Yeah.
The biggest thing with Elden Ring is just there's so much, and it's gonna take a lot of time just to get through the game, because you're gonna constantly be getting sidetracked if you're having a good time.
Ah, gotcha.
And the map is not enormous, but it is very big.
Gotcha.
And there are a lot of things in Elden Ring. Sorry to interrupt,
I agree,
but there are a lot of things in Elden Ring that you will just enjoy so much more after finding like the little breadcrumbs beforehand in like Dark Souls 1 and 2 and 3.
Trish says, "Do you know what else is big?" You said D's nuts. God, fuck. Damn it. So I wanted to say the only thing you missed out on, I only ranked 1 monster before you joined. That's specifically Devil Joe. I put it in the, it's alright tier.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think that the design of Devil Joe is like... Sorry, I forgot how to fucking spell for a second. I don't think the design of Devil Joe does anything interesting enough except for the rips in the skin. I think the rips in the skin are so, like, iconic to this character, but only when it's, like, enraged and, like, only, like, part of the time. And so, like, I don't know. For me, it's like the rest of it is just big, giant green pickle.
I could understand that.
Like, it's just giant green pickle, and I'm like, okay, it's all right. There's some good moments where it has like that, those like, like I said, the skin tearing is super cool, but like, the rest of it is just a giant pickle, and I can't get past that.
Yeah, I get that.
So yeah, that's the only thing I think I've rated so far. I'm actually stumped by what the name of this monster is. I know it has to start with a D, obviously.
Oh, that's Dire Morales.
Dire Morales.
That's the hub boss from 3U.
I never fought this monster.
I barely fought this monster at all. When I did my 1 run of this monster to clear it, there was a water light bowgun user, and they just absolutely shredded it. Damn. It was like maybe 15 minutes.
Damn, these are the sickest fucking dual blades in the world. What? I've been cheated. I'm actually so upset.
They need to bring him back.
They do. Honestly, I fuck with this monster.
It's like if Fatalis had an extra shell layer on top. But also, it doesn't really have wings. It has those weird, like, jet column vent things.
Yeah. It feels like what Zoro Magdaros wanted to be.
Yeah, this really is, like, appropriately sized Zoro Magdaros. It even shoots, like, meteors out of the vents, I think.
Yeah, I actually really like this. I like, I'm gonna go back to like actual pictures of like in-game pictures because I don't want like artwork specifically. Okay, this is like a good picture. Yeah, I really like it. Like, I like that it incorporates in like the like mountainous volcano-esque kind of structures, but then also has those like lava crags that run through it and give it the nice texture and make it look like a fucking volcano. Okay, I think.
I really want to see this design in better graphics.
Yeah. If I get to ever have those dual blades, I'll scream. I'll have such a good time.
Maybe we are nerds. What about it?
Oh, this armor set's so cool too. God damn it. Why has this thing never come back? What the fuck?
It's not big enough. You fought it in a little bay. It was like 75% underwater. I don't know. There's not really a good excuse.
I don't know. I think it's really cool. Nerds suck. Give me your lunch money. Joke's on you. I don't have any lunch money. I'm broke.
I want to say Dire Morales is about the same size as like Kulve Taroth without the mantle.
I was thinking that he was probably closer to like Lao Shin Lung.
No. It's not that big.
Not that big? Okay, so it is probably just closer to Kulve Taroth.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I fuck with that. I think that's really cool, actually. I wish they would bring that back then, or like the specific monster back, because that's just a very... Like, I know that the specific shape of it isn't like the most interesting thing in the world, but we also don't have many monsters that are that specific shape and size, and also have that specific theming of like being an actual walking volcano.
Yeah, I like how the design obscures the dragon silhouette a decent amount.
Yeah. Yeah, so for me, I'd be tempted to either put it in like the they did good, or maybe the bottom of goddamn.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time picking.
I put the Hermitar up in goddamn. I need a Daimo Hermitar. I need to double check this one real quick first.
Okay, I think Daimyo does deserve to be in goddamn, but just because they have the full detailing on the Diablos or the Monoblos skull, if it was just a generic Wyvern skull, then it would be in They Were Cooking.
Yeah, no, I was like looking at it and I was like, no, this monster is like so, like just thinking about it from a design perspective, like it was such an incredibly good choice that I just have to fucking give it some respect. It's definitely gonna stay in goddamn. Yeah, Dire Morales, I'm gonna put it, I think, at the very top of They Did Good. I think that if they like had made it, fuck, this is so difficult because I actually really like the monster, and you said it was in 3, right?
Yeah, it's in 3U.
Do I want to... Thinking retrospectively and thinking about like what the time of like era of like 3 was and like all the monsters introduced at that moment, I think they did a like if we were just rating it just only on like 3, it'd be in goddamn. But like I don't think I can put it there because of how many like similar-esque monsters we've had since. Does that make any sense as what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I agree.
It kind of took away some of the uniqueness and identity of the monster, like especially with something like Zoro Magdaros that has just like completely been like, well, it's it but bigger and slower and dumber. So yeah, I'm gonna put it in the very top of They Did Good because I feel like they did a really good job with that. Does it have any variants?
No, I think it was just the one.
That'd be really cool if they brought like a variant or something like that. Yeah. We got a fucking boy up next.
There's a science
The Dodo Gamma.
The Dodo Gamma. Let's look at him. Look at him.
Oh boy.
He's so good.
Yeah, you have like
He's so
one.
good.
You have to break it out.
Oh, he's so good. I think.
It goes up every time you.
Oh. The colors are so good.
the colors are so good. The really unique jaw feature is really good, but still keeping the really derpy head is just perfect.
It just straight up has like a plain iguana like upper jaw.
Yeah. And I know it shares the same body shape as the Jagras, but like also at the same time, like it fits this monster so well. I think they were cooking with this one. I think it needs to go in goddamn. It'll be in the very bottom of goddamn. I think they did really good with that design. To make a monster that is like one of the first things you hunt in a specific region be like this iconic and lovable, I think it has to go in that tier.
Yeah. I have a hard time putting my thoughts on Dodogama into words. I have a hard time really finding anything more to say than just I really like it.
Yeah, I think this is another example of I have multiple different criterias for what makes something like a goddamn tier. Because like obviously like if you look at Atal Call, there's a lot going on. But if you look at something like Abyssal Lagia Cruise or like specifically Dodogama or Hermitar, it's like there's not a lot going on, but what it does have going on is so good that I feel like I would be cheating it to like put it anywhere else.
Dodogama is one of the monsters where I feel like it is the most... It is one of the monsters that is more than the sum of its parts.
Yeah.
Like, if you look too hard, you kind of just only start seeing the Great Jagras skeleton. But
yeah.
The features are too unique.
Yeah. I think the features are too unique and the coloration is so good. I couldn't put it anywhere else other than like fucking goddamn.
Oh,
I'm changing
dopey boy.
I'm
Good
changing
boy.
the tier name. Yeah, I think I'm gonna steal what you said. I think in the top tier is gonna be They Cooked. And then they so it's They Cooked, they did good, it's alright, needed more cooking, and ew. Oh, fuck. Oh.
Idiot sandwich.
Oh, dude, if I was being sassy today, I'd actually make another tier under ew and put fucking Giganox underneath of it and just say fuck you.
I need that kind of validation in my life. Don't tempt me.
Oh, yeah, I think Dodogama belongs there along with Hermitar. I think they're just such like good ideas and like extremely well executed. The next one, I have an ad starting in a minute, so I'm gonna go ahead and run 30 seconds of ads right now.
Alright.
So I have to do that because it won't let me just not run ads. And a lot of people should be subscribed right now, so thank you so much for being subscribed. And if you got your subscription specifically from Coffer, which most people did, it's okay. Just next time he's on, shoot him a hello and a thank you. He does a lot to help support the channel, so he's pretty incredible. That is kind of cute. Just throwing that out there, you know, I'm just saying it's kind of cute. Alright, advertisement should be over. We should be good to go. I got a sub thanks to Sugar Daddy Coffer. That's what I'm saying!
Me too!
Okay, these are Rathian and Rathalos, but it starts with a D. I don't actually remember what this version is called.
Dread King.
Dread King! You're right.
Eek Rathalos.
It's Dread King and Dread Queen, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's literally just a Rathalos, but with a better wing design. Oh, and some like more unique coloration on the top. I remember the fight being different.
Yeah. I can't remember what specifically was different about it, though, other than just the massive fireball.
Yeah, that's the part that I remember of it being just fucking, like... The Dread King and Dread Queen fights were actually, like, different and, like, challenging. Who can bite your butt, Trish? And what for? Because if it's Coffer, he'd probably consent. He'd probably be like, yeah, please. Because he's a weirdo. Not that I've ever said that about Miranda, ever. If she's here, if she was here, she would have fucking yelled at me, because I've said like a million times about her. Anyways, Dread King Rathalos, I'm going to put it... So the Rathalos skeleton is like one of the most like iconic in the entire series. I'm probably going to put it right next to the other Rathaloses. It has a lot of the same things that make me really enjoy those specific versions, where it's like extra details that really flesh out the model and make it not like bland and make it feel like you've been lost in just a sea of fucking one color. So I'm definitely going to put it below, I think, the Azure, and also below the other version of Rathalos, the 1 of 50 versions.
Mine would be the other way around. I'd put it right below Apex Diablos.
Really?
Yeah. My personal thoughts between the Rathaloses is I think maybe I like Apex Rathalos just a little less than normal. Dread King would be at the top.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have a good concrete reason for that. It might be just for the same underlying reasons that I like Brute Tigrex more than regular Tigrex. I just like the imposing dark-colored monster color schemes.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. I think for me, the differentiation, though, is it's too close to base Rathalos for me to give it extra points.
Yeah, that I can understand.
And I think that's why I enjoy the Azure Rathalos more, is because it's a completely different color and, like, has that weird tonal, like, blues and greens that, like, really set it apart from its actual base form. And then Apex... Oh my fucking god, this like lava cragging on the face and the extra details in the wings and even more lava cragging into the wings. I think it's just those extra details for me that like get me.
They were doing some pretty good stuff with the motifs on the Apex designs.
Yeah. It didn't work for every one of them, but it definitely was good when it hit. Hey, Bobby, welcome to the stream, man. Trish, I don't know who you're gonna tell. I mean, if you're threatening to tell my fiance, she's just gonna, like, be like, yeah, that's just him. He just does that shit.
New stream, Wednesday evenings.
I could probably do Wednesday evenings. Fuck it, why not? You know? Yeah, I pretty much set my streaming schedule because I was like afraid of being burnt out.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I've like adjusted to it and I've been doing it for a while, I feel like I could do more and not be like upset by it. It does help to have a bit of free time. Like days that aren't specifically for streaming. That does help a lot. So I don't know if that's something that would change. But I'm actually really enjoying streaming, so. Alright, Dread Queen.
We might have to pull up regular Rathian to compare.
I I can see what's different
Oh.
about this specific picture. This picture is really good.
Yeah, that's a good picture.
I don't know if I enjoy it as much.
The purple works, but the red, not really so much.
Yeah. It all kind of like muddles together and just looks kind of like dirt-ish.
I kind of agree. I'll see if I can find a better picture for myself and then link it to you.
Yeah, like here on the wings, it just looks like it's dirty. Like the entire part of the wing is just covered in muck. And not like a design-wise, like, oh, it's dirty and covered in muck. It's just like, no, it's... There's something on it. You got to get that off so we can actually see what's underneath.
Yeah, right. It's like the colors are obscuring each other.
Yeah. I want to jump back to the Dread King real quick and see if I can immediately like see a difference. Yeah, I can immediately see a difference. Like there's so much more readability in Dread King. That's someone's specific modding. I need to find like the actual like, Dread King.
Yeah, the red just doesn't work together with the really dull green on the Rathian.
Yeah. It just looks so muddied out and like. I think I. See, okay, now this is a question of do I put it in needed more cooking or ew?
Let me see who we've got in needed more cooking already.
Yeah, so we have Chaos Magala.
So we got Apex.
We got Chaos Magala, we got Crystal Beard, we got the Deadeye Yeon Garuga, the Kutku, the Somnicanth. I just don't like the Somnicanth, the Aurora Somnicanth. The two Apexes, the Elatrion Bullfango, Emerald Yeon Kutku? Is that what it is? Yeah?
Blue.
Blue. Yeah, it's blue. Yeon Kutku. And then Lao Shinlong.
I'm thinking either at the top of EU, above both of the Kurapekos, or somewhere in between, like, the Apexes and, like, Buldrum.
I think I'm going to put it in EU. I think the top of EU is fine. Oh, the Apex Rathian is also down here as well. I didn't even realize that.
Whoopsies.
It's probably on purpose, honestly.
OG Rathian is just the best Rathian. I think that's what we're learning here.
Yeah, okay, so this is Apex Rathian, and it just looks like a Rathian that's been covered in paint. Like, you shot a couple...
It almost looks like a Rathalos.
Yeah, you shot a couple too many paintballs on it, and it's just... It didn't rub it off. And it, like, it has the same effect of, like, muddying it out, but even worse, because it's not even, like, saturated colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go back to the Dread Queen. Yeah, because there's like parts here that I agree with you where like it actually kind of looks decent, like especially like on the wings and like the wing tips, and then
yeah.
I really like the orange highlights in the middle of the wings, but every other part of the monster is just mud.
Yeah. The glowing red on the torso doesn't really work with anything else. It kind of clashes.
Yeah, it's just not great. Okay, next one is Drill Tusk Tetsukabra. That's a fan-made picture. What is the difference between Drill Tusk and regular Tetsukabra?
I think Drill Tusk is just bigger, and the colors are darker. Oh, and one of the tusks is bigger.
Okay, so this is like a regular Tetsukabra here with... Well, that's specifically like a different game. Okay, so this is regular Tetsukabra?
I'm not sure.
And then if we go back to Drill Tusk...
Wasn't that same picture there?
Yeah, these are like the same picture. They have different names. Like, the different names are...
What the heck?
What the fuck?
Alright, I'm looking for a picture.
Oh, okay, I found out models. This guy did
okay.
specific models, and you can see the differences. The horn differences and the spikes on the back.
Ah. Okay. Thank goodness for this one random picture of these figures.
Yeah, thank you for this one specific person to make something accurate.
Yeah, we can actually see what this monster looks like.
So, I think the way that I'm going to rate this specifically is, like, whenever it comes to variants and stuff like that, I want to rate them in two different ways. I want to rate them as, like, how I see them overall, and then also how much of a variance it gives to the base model as well, or, like, how distinguishable it is from the base model.
Yeah.
I think because of that, I'm going to put Drill Tusk in it needed more cooking.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
I'm going to put it at the very top of needed more cooking because it's a serviceable design. Like, it looks like a version of a Tetsukabra. Like, it looks like a Tetsukabra. It doesn't, like... It has good colors. It has really distinct blues on the back, which is really nice. If this picture is accurate. Obviously, that could be just wrong. I like that it has more distinct colors and also the variance in the specific horns. I like that. If that's the only changes they made, though, to the point where there's not even two different pictures on fucking Google Images,
yeah,
that's kind of just, like, fucking sad. Like, it's like, okay, what did you... You didn't do anything. You're not done. Put it back in the fucking oven.
Oh, you were so close to being a really cool subspecies.
Yeah. And we also...
I feel like Drill Tusk should have just been Berserk Tetsukabra plus Drill Tusk.
Yeah. That would have been good. We didn't need 3 different Tetsukabras in the same game if 2 of them just looks the fucking same. I don't know. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Okay, the next one is... I always forget the name of this one. It's Big Mountain.
Oh, I love this guy. Duramboros.
Duramboros. I spelled it wrong, but Google's got me. I'm not typically a huge fan of Big Green Monster. It's not usually my thing. Having said that, first, hello Kathy, welcome to the chat. How you doing today? Give me that beans and bologna like always. I'm just giving Kathy a moment to say hi real quick before I start ranting again.
It's good.
I will have things to say about Duramboros when it comes to, like, the actual fight itself. Because... That was delayed, let me refresh. Gotcha, Kathy. My bitrate looks fine, so I shouldn't be too, it shouldn't be delay on my end, I don't think. I can also double check, though. I think. Oh, where's Coffer? No, my Wi-Fi has been ass lately. Gotcha. I'm always worried about that kind of stuff, so I'm glad. Not to not to say like fuck you and your connection in particular, but I'm glad it's not mine. Welcome back. I hope you're having a fantastic day. We're still ranking monsters, and we will be for probably the next like 3 or 4 streams, more than likely. We're talking about big fucking rock monster, who's like a hill, but big goat. I don't typically like big green monsters, but Duramboros, if you're going to make big green hill monster, this is how you fucking do it. Like, this is the guy. You see this guy once, and you remember him for the rest of your monster hunting life. I forgot his name, but I knew him, and I know he fucking flies. With his tail.
You do the helicopter, and then he takes off.
He just takes off. He's so funny. Unironically, they cooked with this one. They did really fucking good with that one. I'm gonna put it at the very bottom because I think like everything above it is still more unique and interesting, or like I think is done better. But also at the same time, I can immediately recognize this monster and be like, there's no other monster like this monster. It'd be wild if they brought him back too, honestly. He's so dumb. I'd love to see the Duramboros come back, though.
Oh, me too.
I'm having a good day so far. It's the hubby's day off, so we slept in until like 3. Oh, that sounds like a great day, honestly. I have next Monday off, and I'm probably going to do the exact same thing of just like sleep in and not care. Oh, we've moved on to the E's.
Halfway there.
I'm so glad that you have no concept of what halfway is.
This sign can't stop me because I can't read.
This was a monster I didn't think was going to come back.
Oh, yeah. Me either. Yeah, this was a surprise.
This one 100% was a surprise that it came back. But, I mean, like, I didn't hate that it did come back. I don't.
Hello.
Hi, Adam. Hydrate. I'm gonna finish off my tea. I have a bit of tea here, and I'm gonna hydrate with that. I'll be right back. I need to get my food out of the air fryer. Gotcha. Adam, to give you a very quick update, we put Devil Joe in the It's Alright. We put Dodo Gama and Duramboros in the They Cooked. I renamed the top tier to They Cooked instead of Goddamn. What else did we put? Yeah, the Dire Morales, we put it in They Did Good at the very top because it like was like just like a couple points away from being perfect, like amazing.
We added Dodo Gama to the bottom of They Cooked.
Yeah, because he is perfect. And then we put the Dread King Rathalos in They Did Good, and then Dread Queen in because.
And then we begrudgingly put Drill Tusk into Needs More Cooking.
Yeah. Drill Tusk, we could only find one singular picture of Drill Tusk, and it like there's like 2 differences between regular Tetsukabra and it. Alright. Ebony Odogaron. Odogaron? I don't know how to actually pronounce it. I just
Me either.
switch how I pronounce it every other day.
I just call him Clifford.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Clifford the Big Red Stab Wound. This is another one of those examples of I like to talk about its design as a whole and then also how it changes the base version of the monster. So obviously there's the Ebony Odogaron, and then there's also just regular Odogaron. And I feel like they're so similar, with Ebony being slightly higher than regular Odogaron. And the only reason Ebony is slightly higher is just because of the face. Like, just because of the nice white markings that go all the way through, and the little bit of red in the face does a bit more than just red.
Well, so the white highlights are our guardian Ebony specifically.
Yes. Okay, that is true. Can I find the Ebony Odogaron? Hello, you are back. Earlier than you said you would be.
Yeah, I left at like, I think 4:30ish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Can I get your opinion on a monster real quick? Tell me how much you love this guy.
Oh yeah, no, we've talked about him, and he's great.
S tier?
What am I comparing to?
Your love for him. I don't.
I think he's goofy looking.
What about this guy?
He's just a goofy little guy.
Is this S tier? Yeah, we really like Dodogama. We put him in S tier. Yeah.
Yeah, had I stayed and finished my other stuff, then, sorry, distracted.
You're fine.
Then I wouldn't have left until like 5:30, and so I didn't want to do that, so I'm just...
Putting it off till tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's fair. Bobby says, busted? I didn't get busted doing anything other than making another tier list. I'm not addicted to tier lists. Fuck you. I'd put you in F tier. I could agree with those choices. What was wrong with Dread Queen Rathian, though? Ooh, great question. You definitely we're not here for it. I think the thing about Dread Queen Rathian, specifically like this picture right here, it just looks like it's dirty, like it's just muddy, and like the colors don't work together. It just doesn't look right. Like, it doesn't look intimidating, it doesn't look interesting, the colors don't work together well in my opinion. It just looks like a Rathian that, like, got hit by a couple paintballs. I said the same thing about the Apex Rathian as well. Like, it's just, they're not doing enough with them to make them interesting to me. Looks almost like an infected Rathian. An infected Rathian would have been so cool. But this is the Dread Queen Rathian. Like, if we go back and look at the Dread King real quick. Because we did have to do this exact same thing whenever we were looking at it. Like, look how bright and good those colors are. Especially the new coloration in the wings. And how it changes the coloration on top of the head, too. Like, the Dread King is so bright and colorful and unique. And then you look at Dread Queen and it's... who did this to you? Who did this to you? Yeah, it's just not... I hate it. I actually genuinely hate it. Sorry if it's something that you like, Adam, but I could not in my heart put it anywhere higher than ew. It's at the top of ew. It's better than the ancient legend. I know that's not a high bar, but yeah, I don't know what I want.
Better find out.
Yeah, I do. I actually just want this.
That's all you're getting.
This and a drink.
Is there not a combo?
I don't want a combo.
But drink come with sandwich.
It would cost more, and it would come with an extra taco.
What kind of taco?
Probably just a regular taco.
Well, because I'm getting 2 additional tacos. So if you do that, then I won't have to get an extra taco.
Would you care to put it in for me then?
What am I doing?
Hmm?
What do you want?
The crunch wrap. And then for the drink I want the new Baja Blast flavor.
Oh, dude, I love Baja Blast.
The Baja Blast, what is it called again? Midnight? Is that what it's called? Okay. Let me see what everyone else is saying. Wouldn't say I like it, just seemed like it would be better than bottom tier. I'm not like a huge fan of Rathian in general, just as a design. And like base Rathian is just better. Like it's more readable, it's way more understandable, the colors are better on it. My Twitch says I'm offline. I hope that's not true. Interesting. Can I get a 1 in chat if I'm still online?
I don't see the drink on here. There's a Brisk Dragon Paradise.
I'm still online. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Adam.
There's also, I don't know what a Dirty Mountain Dew is, but I don't like that.
Just a regular Baja Blast is fine then.
You sure?
Yeah, that's fine.
They're probably sold out of it.
Probably, yeah. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, I just think Dread Queen Rathian is just too unreadable and too... The colors don't work together for it to be anywhere, like, good at all. The same problem that I had with Apex Rathian.
There's nothing else you want?
No.
Positive?
Positive. And the only reason that I put Apex Rathian below Dread Queen is because I at least enjoy that Dread Queen has more saturation to it. So there's more color and it kind of tries to make a distinction. Whereas this Apex Rathian just looks like it got covered in a paint pod. And to me, I'm like, that's fucking boring. Like, this isn't a variant of a monster. This is just the base version of a monster. Just not interesting to me at all. Okay. We're going to go back to the Ebony Odogaron because we didn't actually place that.
What are you thinking?
So there is a place in Monster Hunter for a bit more bland designs. Like a bit more like streamlined and like not super, super involved designs. I think Odogaron does a good job of being that. I especially like Ebony Odogaron because of the extra details in the head specifically. If we're counting Guardian, I like the Guardian even more for the Guardian marks that go through it. So I'd probably say that Odogaron probably... I'd say Ebony Odogaron goes in they did good. And then I'd probably say like regular Odogaron probably goes in it's alright. Probably at the very top of it's alright.
Really? You're putting Ebony below the monkeys?
I'd probably put... No, you're right. I'd actually put it a little bit above monkeys. I'd put it below the Valhazak variant, though.
Yeah, that looks good.
Hate fighting him, but I like the design. I like how he fights because he is like very aggressive and good for that.
I'm gonna take a shower.
Okay.
So.
Gotcha. I like that he is a bit like a really aggressive and a kind of a unique fight. Like there's not many things that fight like the Odogaron. I like that a lot. I just think that the design is so simple that for me in particular, I think I lose something there. Like, I feel like if they would have just given him more than one color, I think I would have been fine. But since it's just Clifford the big red stab wound, I'm like, okay. It's just big red dog. Like, it's alright. Prick just bounces and flips all over the place the whole fight. Yeah. Yeah.
At least he doesn't jump as much as he liked to in Wilds.
Yeah.
He loved to do those leaping pounces.
I need to find him real quick and put... I need to find the actual Odogaron and put him in... Yeah, that's alright tier. There he is, I found him. Yeah, I'm gonna put him at the very top if it's alright. It's just a very clean, sleek design. It's alright for me. Any objections so far?
Nope, not for me.
Alright, the next one is... I think I fought this guy maybe once or twice. I definitely fought him once or twice in... I want to say Jin?
Yeah. Yeah, it was one of the 4 flagships for Jin.
But I don't remember his name. Starts with an E.
Oh, this is the deviant, Elder Frost.
Elder Frost? Ah, Gammoth. Elder Frost Gammoth. Okay, so this is Elder Frost Gammoth right here. Just super icy. What about what does regular Gammoth look like? I need a reminder. I forgot that Gammoth has these nice like blue and red spots. What the hell?
Yeah.
Gammoth is so cool.
It's my favorite Gen flagship.
Like, Gammoth looks so fucking cool. The really cool faceplate and then all the nice, like, colorations of blues and reds that stick out from the background. I think that's so cool. Now, I will say, in the terms of, like, Elder Frost right here, I do really enjoy that, like, it becomes, like, spiky and, like, has spikes of ice, like, all over its limbs. I actually kind of enjoy that as well, but I think the red and the blue just look so much better. At least way more, like, unique to me.
Right.
I'm trying to think. Okay, I think I understand where I would put these. I think for Elder Frost Gammoth, I'm going to put it below Ebony Odogaron. I think they did good with the Elder Frost. It is definitely like the ice version, and it has really cool spikes that's attached to everything. But then regular Gammoth, which is thankfully right here, I think regular Gammoth goes up near the top of they did good. Like almost pushing into they cooked.
Oof. That's higher than I thought you would put it.
I'd put it above Chameleos. Yeah, I'm going to put it above Chameleos.
Gammoth is a fight that a lot of people didn't really like.
I don't necessarily remember the fight itself. I remember that I have fought it, but I don't remember the fight itself. But just looking at the actual like pictures of Gammoth, regular Gammoth, I really like how it's designed. I really like the faceplate and the reinforced tusks and shins, and then the really unique coloration on the back. Like, I really like that. Yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with that. I think they did a good job with Gammoth. I like the Elder Frost less, but I feel like they did a really good job, so I can't even be mad at it. Ooh, this next one. This next one is here just to make me mad.
Green monkey.
Do you guys like the Emerald Congalala? Do you like green
Best Elder
farts?
Dragon in the whole game.
Yeah, you gotta pick what farts on you, pink monkey or green monkey.
Honestly, I don't even remember what's different with Emerald. It's been so long. I don't think he gets new status.
I thought Emerald could shoot flames.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. That's where they added the fire.
I think that's what it was. But like, part of the whole unique thing about Congalala for me was that it was pink. That it was like stand out against the environment kind of monkey. And like that was so cool and unique. And to have a variant of that monster that just uses camouflage instead of like being bright and in your face. Like here's a picture in game. And literally they're like 1 or 2 shades away from just blending into the fucking ground.
Wow, yeah, they are, actually.
Like, that's upsetting to me. Because, like, the pink is so good. Here's the same fucking game. The pink is so nice, and it stands out from the environment, and he's just supposed to be a big, in-your-face, I'm gonna fart on your face monkey. I'm putting it in you.
Should have been purple. SMH.
Should have been purple. That would have been sick, actually. Oh, if you would have made like a nice, deep, like royal purple. Oh, that would have been actually really cool.
Purple with like a fiery red on the head spike and the highlights on the arms.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. That would have been so cool. But instead, we got fucking. Oh, is that a patch of grass? Oh no, that's a Congalala.
I like this suggestion. New tier should have been purple.
Should have been purple.
Is that going to be above or below U tier?
It's gonna be below. When you have something that's that clearly like should have been a different color and you still have it, that's such a bad design for me.
Oh, I think I see some other contenders for should have been purple tier.
Glavenus for sure.
Well, I was actually unironically thinking the Somnicanth subspecies.
Ooh. Yeah. Well,
Wait,
that would've
no.
been too close
No.
to Somnicanth, yeah.
You're right. Ugh. There is no right answer for that one.
I feel like there is, but it's just like they went for a specific theme, and like I can understand that, but I just don't like what it looks like. Yeah, I think fucking Green Monkey is just you. It's not that it's like offensively bad. It's just so fucking boring. Yeah, I couldn't put it anywhere fucking higher than you. Ah, we're gonna fucking about S penis.
The cool kid from Frontier who snuck into Rise.
I don't know how to fucking spell this monster's name. It's an AS, that's what it is. Yeah, so we're gonna deal with the Espinus and then the flaming Espinus right after. So we're gonna just look at pictures of both as much as we can. I don't remember that horn being a thing.
No, that's Frontier exclusive, I think.
Gotcha. Okay. This is the one I remember right here. It actually really depends on the game specifically, because I remember back in one of the games, the coloring on it was like actually like pretty notable and like easy to see. And then there was one or two games where it was like fucking impossible to see the color differentiation on it.
You may be mixing this up with Rathian and Rathalos when World launched.
Maybe.
Because Espinus was only in Sunbreak.
Oh, it was only in Sunbreak?
Yeah.
Man. If that's the case, then I wish it would have been a bit more.
A little more colorful.
Yeah. Because I actually really
Yeah.
like that motif of like rose thorns. It has like almost like a rose thorns or like
I was literally thinking its spikes on its like head and tail literally look like thorns on a vine.
Yeah. Or
like a thorn bush.
kind of looks like dragon fruit outside. Or like the reverse of it, I guess, but it kind of has that like theming of like base color and then like petals that like come out as a different color.
Oh yeah.
And I really enjoy that. Like dragon fruit's one of my favorite fruits because of how it looks. I really like how dragon fruit looks. So it's super weird that it's like so... Obviously this is the Frontier picture that I was talking about, but like this is an in-game picture right here. And it's like you can barely tell there's anything other than green.
Yeah.
Which is so fucking sad because it's such a cool idea. And it also doesn't help that it shares the exact same body shape as the notorious monsters as well.
Yeah. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back, Bobby. I'm gonna put it in Needed More Cooking. I'm gonna put it at the very top of Needed More Cooking. And the only reason why is because I feel like they had a good idea. They needed to do more with it. The one with the pink horn is apparently a variant Zenith Espinus.
Oh. Z Zenith. Okay. I didn't realize they added variants to monsters like that. Ugh. I'm gonna play that sometime eventually, maybe.
If this was just like the base form of
Yep.
Espinus, I'd be like way happier with it.
Or
Oh, you are lagging a little bit, buddy. Off topic a bit, are you ready for a Fearless Scrim? Absolutely. I'm gonna run it down. I'm gonna int so hard, but yeah, I'm ready. Alright, are you back yet? Des. Uh-oh. Leela?
My internet connection does not seem to be doing very well right now.
It seems to be perfect right now at this exact second, but yes, it was struggling. You good or no?
I should be good.
Nice. Okay. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just... I really want to play Frontier, but there's no easy way to play any version of Frontier.
Yeah.
At least not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I wish they would have done more with Espinus. It definitely deserves to be in the need more cooking tier, but I think they had a really good idea that could have made it stand out a lot more. So I'm going to put it in the top of needed more cooking, because I feel like it needed the least amount of work to make it really work. Now we're going to look at Flaming Espinus. Zenith species have unusually developed parts that they use to their advantage in nature. These parts can be a monster's horn, wings, claws, beak, etc. The Zenith species were introduced in Monster Hunter Frontiers Z, so not exactly a subspecies. Gotcha. I'm here lurking with the volume off? Gotcha. Thank you for being here and supporting any way you can, Kathy. It's always greatly appreciated. I'm going to have the same issues with Flaming Espinus as I did with regular Espinus. I think this one even worse, actually. What is the difference between this and a Rathalos?
You know, that's a good question.
Somebody fucking tell me, because I fucking can't. I can't think of any difference between this and a fucking Rathalos. So I'm going to put this in straight up fucking ew. I'm going to put it at the very bottom of you.
Just a horny Rathalos.
It's just a horny Rathalos. And I don't like the idea of them making two different monsters look almost nearly fucking identical. Like, they didn't even give it, like, better highlights than a Rathalos. They just made it look like a... Like, if I showed you this picture... Let's say that the Wilds just came out, right? And I showed you this picture, and I was like, hey, this is the new model for Rathalos. You'd fucking believe me. I hate it.
He's right. Every game seems to have its technically not Rathalos.
That's true. Alright, I have to take a very small moment to go grab some food, so BRB. I'm going to mute my personal mic, but they will still be able to hear you, Levi.
Okay.
So feel free to rant and rave and do whatever you want. Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. All right. I don't know what terrible things you shared with my chat while I was gone, but whatever it is, half of it's true. Is this Frost Fang? Is that what it is?
I think so.
Frost Fang Barioth? Yeah, it looks like it. This is art. This isn't the actual like in-game picture.
I was really surprised that they dropped a Barioth subspecies in Iceborne.
Yeah, and like if you are going to drop a variant, like it's interesting that they just made it the same thing but more ice. I want to look up Barioth and like I'll just go back and forth between like two different pictures. Yeah, okay, so this is regular Barioth right here, kind of sleek a little bit, and this one's just fur and ice. Yeah,
It's kind of just regular Barioth, but just a little fluffier.
I think things like that kind of annoy me, honestly. It's like, I understand that they wanted some like variants and stuff like that, and I think even at the time I was like, hey, you know, it's kind of cool that we have like different variations of monsters and stuff like that, but like, if the variations are like, it has slightly more fur, then it's not really like a really big variation. That's like the difference between like a gold crown and a regular. It's like, what? There's no fucking difference here. Except a gold crown would be way more noticeable. There's been so many times I've been out on a hunt and been like, that's a huge fucking monster. Let's kill it because it's probably a gold crown. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in. Okay, I have to keep in mind that I need to average it out between two different ways. One, I still think the monster design is good. Even if I don't like the specific variant, I think the design is really good. I don't like how little it changes, which is why I put Drill Tusk, or not Drill Tusk, yeah, Drill Tusk, Tetsukabra right here in Need More Cooking. And so did I put Gormagala. I'm going to put it below the Crystal Uragon.
Okay.
I don't think it did enough to warrant its spot anywhere higher. The only reason it goes up in Needs More Cooking instead of you is because, like, it's actually still just a decent design. Overall.
I wish that they had committed scheme in the monster icon, because I really like that kind of sky blue, kind of icy mix with the white.
Yeah, I
that's
agree
not
with that.
just more white, because regular berry like all white and like little speckles of like black and like really on some of like the scale.
Yeah.
But Frost Fang is all the same. Like, could you imagine that like really gentle, icy blue just running along its back, or like highlighting its head or something, or its wing arms?
Yeah, that would have been sick. That would have been awesome, actually. It would have been a really subtle difference, but it would have been like the same thing as like the Gaia Cruise up here, of being like, it was just enough to make it really cool.
Ugh. Fulgur Anjanath is such a good subspecies.
Oh yeah, I had already pulled up pictures because I have fucking problems with waiting my turn. Alright, York is going to be joining soon, so we'll have another opinion
Okay.
here. Which I'm perfectly fine with, I love that shit. So, where did I put regular Anjanath? Probably they did good, right? Yeah, right here in Anjanath. I found him in They Did Good.
I personally would be tempted to put Fulgur Anjanath either somewhere within like the top 3 or 4 of They Did Good, or maybe at the bottom 1 or 2 of They Cooked.
I'm willing to say they cooked.
If the nose bone just looked the same as regular Anjanath and it didn't have the electric glow in the mouth, it would be in like the top of They Did Good. But all the extra little touches make it so much better.
I think the tiger striping and the weird frills on the tail and the really cool wing design and the extra bit of glowing on the nose ridge and the mouth, I think it's enough for me to say that they took a monster that was already really good and turned it up another notch. And I think that's like the definition of like, oh fuck, they're cooked. They cooked. They did really good here.
If only every subspecies could be as good as Fulgur Anjanath.
True. This is a very low res picture, but I actually like this idea as a picture. Yeah, I'm actually willing to say that it's probably better than the Coral Poke Poke. As much as I love the Coral Poke Poke. Actually, it's gonna go above Beazle. I think it does enough things for me to really, really like it. I'm being a bit aggressive with that one, and I might change my mind later. But I think it's a really good design, and then also is a really good variant as well. So I think it doubles up on doing really, really good.
Yeah, I agree.
And also, I really do love the coloration difference from the head to the tail to the legs to the back to the actual like mouth. Like I love a lot of things about that monster. So, and I'm not even typically a person that likes that specific dinosaur shape. I don't typically like T-Rexes.
So this is going to be kind of a weird comment in light of all of our critiques about other monster variants, but I kind of like that the head coloration for Fulgur Anjanath is similar to the base head color.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Let's look at regular Anjanath one more time. Oops. No, I'm not trying to hack here. Sorry. Because I even said, like, the only things I disliked about regular Anjanath was that it's kind of, like, two-tone, and that's it. But I think they do a really good job of making it, like, a decently unique dinosaur, like T-Rex. Especially once that fucking nose ridge and wings come out. I think that's a really cool design. And then they just fucking amped it up to fucking 11 with Fulgur. That's so cool! Yeah, I'm pretty confident in placing it in They Cooked. I think they did a really good job with Fulgur. Oh. Oh, the next one. Do you have anything you want to say about that?
Hold on, I'm letting the stream catch up.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You have anything to say about Big Monkey?
This is a hard one for me because regular Rajang already kind of encroaches on this design. I really like base Rajang design. And I do really like that they actually expand the pattern across its whole body. But I kind of would want just a little more. Maybe like modify the shape of the horns, maybe like make them point forward aggressively just a little bit, like at the tips.
Mm-hmm.
It's so close to being really good, but at the same time, it's almost the same as regular Rajang.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If I were gonna rank it myself, I would probably put it somewhere in the upper range, or maybe somewhere in the middle of needed more cooking.
That's pretty much exactly where I was thinking. I was thinking near the top end of needed more cooking. Like, in terms of the variants that I don't necessarily love, I think it does it possibly the best out of those that still need more work. Because I do agree that, like, the pattern going all the way down the back is really cool. And, let me look just regular... I don't know how to look up regular enraged Rajang. Like, I like the very subtle differences that there are between family encountered one out in the wild. I don't think you could tell the difference, honestly.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi cut out for a second.
You're good. When did I mute on Discord? Oops. Okay, do you want me to restart my rant then?
Nah, I caught it in the stream.
Okay.
It's good. What are you thinking? Above Espinus?
Not above Espinus, because I feel like, at least with base Espinus, it's like, you can still see the differences a little bit. No matter what part of the hunt you're in, you can still at least see that there is a decent difference. Whereas
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
with
If you're fighting regular Rajang, you could literally forget that you're not fighting Furious if you stop paying attention and it goes in rage.
yeah,
Yeah, that's right. That is the only difference. Furious is just always in enrage, and it can double enrage.
this is where, because we're doing specifically a design list, I have to kind of dock at some points and fucking, like, pull it back. Because as a fight, I love that idea. This is one of the hardest creatures in the entire, like, franchise to, like, deal with when it is enraged. And just making it always pissed off is so good for an event. For, like, an event quest or, like, a really good fight. But
yeah.
design-wise, you didn't do anything. You didn't do enough. This next one.
Ooh, the next one.
I know it starts with a G. I can only think Gagmazios, though.
Geismagorm?
Guys,
Something like
that's
that?
it. Yeah, yeah.
This has to be, like, near the very top of the list.
Oh, for fucking sure, yes. So this is a multi-stage fight. That it changes how it looks depending on the stage of the fight.
This monster is a lot harder than most of them to separate from the fight, because the fight is just non-stop spectacle.
So, if I remember correctly, I think it starts in the gem form, and then you knock the gems off, and then it turns into, like, the Hellfire form.
Yeah.
And it has the weird, like, alien mouth, and it has, like, gem incorporation. It also looks like parts of its body has been, like, twisted up, and it looks like it's, like, a fucking demon. It looks like it's a fucking demon. Oh, God. The armor. That armor.
I'm so glad they used the same kind of mouth from the Divine Dragons for Gaius Magorm.
Yeah.
Oh, such an interesting design.
That's it with its mouth shut, and it still looks like a wyvern. It looks like a demon wyvern.
Rise does have too many cool monsters.
I'm just saying, these past 2 gens, they have been cooking. Like,
They have.
I mean, like, World was, like, kind of, like, slightly above average, but, like, Rise and Wilds, they have been doing lines in the bathroom and coming back and being like, we're making this cool as shit. Guys, McGorn, they cooked. I'd say even better. Fuck, this might be number 2.
Ooh.
Fuck, this is actually really hard.
Yeah, it has to go above Amatsu.
Mm-hmm. I really enjoy the cloud motif, but even with the cloud motif, like, this thing is just a literal fucking demon. Ugh. Ugh.
Well, so I don't think that's giving World's monsters enough credit. B-52 instantly became just an instant classic, just on release. The means upon I think
You are lagging a little bit, or quite a lot of it, actually. He's lagging so hard right now. He was responding to World's innovation was bringing Monster Hunter to PC for the rest of the world. That's good enough. IMO. Bagel Goose is good. I think what he was trying to say, if I may speak for him while he's absolutely lagging out, is, I think that he was trying to say that Betelgeuse was like, it instantly became a cult classic and instantly became instantly recognizable. If you see that specific silhouette or you see that specific, like, body shape, you're immediately like back in the trenches, fucking, oh my god, here it is again. And, like, it also is like a really cool fight too.
Okay, am I good? Am I back?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. I think that World probably is only beaten out by Rise very slightly in terms of, like, overall monster design competency. I think World really knocked it out of the park with a lot of its important monsters.
Yeah.
And just to clarify something that I think may also apply for Brandon.
Yeah.
A lot of these monsters just look way better in motion. Like, if we were judging these monsters based on videos, I would be tempted to say that the tiers would kind of shift up just a little bit.
I'd probably agree with that. Yeah.
And there are some monsters where this applies more than others. Like I think Daren would be slightly higher just because it would portray the spectacle a little better.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe Odogaron would be a little higher. Maybe Zinogre as well.
Maybe. I'd also think like something like Chameleos would probably go down, actually.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But I would also possibly say the thing about both of the Odogarons then, because, like, the things that really do it for me was the small, tiny details on those monsters, and when they're in movement and you're in fight with them, it's actually really hard to see those details.
Yeah. I completely agree. We need competition for Devil Joe. I want to see a cutscene of Devil Joe just absolutely 100 maximum effort laying into a motherfucker. Anytime you see Devil Joe fight something in a cutscene, except for like the turf war with Furious Rajang, he's just kind of existing, just doing his thing.
Yeah.
His thing is environmental destruction, but he's just doing his thing.
His thing is terrorism, but you know, he's really good at it.
I want to see my man get challenged for once.
Oh, man. Yeah, I think, in my opinion, I think Atal Kal is still way cooler than Gasmagorm. Kal is still cooler, but I think Gasmagorm is, like, really fucking close. Like, I genuinely had to stop and, like, think for a moment and be like, which one do I prefer? Because I feel like this is such a cool transformation and such a cool idea for a monster, and so like aesthetically pleasing to me, and like I'm definitely biased because I fucking love my favorite animal is actually orchid mantises.
Oh.
And so like I'm biased because these are my favorite things in like favorite animals in the world. And so, like, having a mantis creature that also turns into a fucking mech is so cool to me. Yeah, these things are really cool. I know, Levi, you'd scream if any one of these was on you.
Offhanded comment, but I love that Atal Kal literally just digs up random shit and uses them as weapons against you.
Yeah.
When it's not in the mech. Like, oh, giant wheel, whole arena, good luck.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, I'm bored. I'm gonna throw this giant steel girder at you that's like the size of a building.
Mm-hmm. I cannot wait to have this creature in a new game. Like, the moment they introduce Atal Kal...
I cannot see it happening. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you.
I can't either, but I want it! Also cool for the irony of a dragon turning their tech against them with the whole backstory of anti-dragon weapons.
That's a good point. I didn't even consider it. It was really funny to me. Atal Kal is technically considered an elder dragon, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, it probably is an elder dragon, I think. You are lagging a little bit, but it's still easy. I can still hear you and like understand you, I think. Alright, we're gonna move on to the next one, I think, because otherwise I could talk about Atal Kal for like fucking years, I think. We're gonna talk about Garen Golm.
Garen.
So, again, I'm not a huge fan of big green monster. Especially when it like kind of blends in with the ground and stuff like that. But making this motherfucker a giant green fortress, and then also making it have different element arms, is so cool. I want like an actual in-game picture of it. Like sleeved up, ready to go.
So, is it just me, or does it feel like some of the monsters in Rise have more layers to them in their design than like a lot of the ones in World and before?
Oh, yeah. I would 100% agree with that, yeah. I think what it might be is that they're getting to the point where it's not like interesting enough to just make a monster that is a specific thing. They have to give it some kind of like inversion or addition to it as well. Like if we look back to like older gens, like
oh wait, I kind of see what it is. So, I think it's of a similar situation to the Fated Four from Jin, where Garen Golm and Luna Garen and what was the other one?
Gammoth?
The Three Lords from Rise?
Oh, Magnum Olo?
I don't think so. Garen Golem, Luna Garen. I thought, is the last one just Malzeno?
Yeah, it's Malzeno, I think.
Oh, okay. But they were all designed with like an overall theme in mind, like together.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that just extra, that added thought just really paid off in their designs.
Yeah, to make them all specifically like revolve around one of the primary colors, or not necessarily primary colors, but like the RGB, and make them like really unique. Honestly, if I'm like being 100% like honest here, I looked at this picture and immediately thought, holy fuck, these would be really cool starters for Pokemon.
I was literally thinking that.
I was like, God, this would be so cool.
Yeah.
Like, I was just thinking, like, right here, like, this is fire flying, this is water fighting, and this is, like, grass rock. I'd fuck with it so hard. Wait, that's double typing, isn't it? That's double typing weakness. That's interesting. I actually really like that idea. I fuck with this so hard, actually. Sorry, I got distracted by that. I was thinking about that all the time. Just so much. I really like Garen Golem as a design. Just to make something that itself looks like a fortress, and then also decide, nah, its hands aren't strong enough, and give it fucking explosion arms and or like moss arms. That's so cool to me. I think I have to give it extra props just for that alone. Like, it's a fortress and then also has more to it as well.
Is this also going in cooking?
I think it is. I think it is going in cooking. I think I'm gonna have to put it... Oh, I'm gonna put it above Beazle.
Okay.
God, I feel like there's gonna be so many things and they cooked.
I think our tier distribution is already about what it's going to be by the end.
Just most of them being in they cooked or they did good.
Yeah.
I honestly, that's been one of my favorite things of being a Monster Hunter veteran and like a fan of the series for so long, is that I feel like they don't miss that often. I feel like they do such a good job of giving us really nice things, always.
Genuinely, I feel like even like 2/3 of the misses are not objective and are very interpretable.
Yeah.
There's like only the very concentrated bottom, like maybe a dozen different versions of monsters that would go at the very bottom.
Mm-hmm. And this is...
Garen Golem's fortress motif carries it a lot.
Yeah, true.
On this tier list, I think.
True. Kind of surprised it got so high considering how much it blends in with its environment, at least until the fists come out, yeah. Oh, that's what you were saying about the fortress. Yeah, I think that the fortress part of it really carries it until it gets the fists, and then it just shoots up even more for me. Because otherwise, I do agree, it would just be a big green monkey.
If it didn't do the fist thing, this would probably be somewhere in the lower half of they did good.
Yeah, probably. But, I was gonna say, a thing about the misses of, like, these specific variants and also, like, some of the monsters in the needed more cooking, I want to believe that it was probably just a limitation of, like, time. Like, if they had more time, they probably would have done something more interesting with Drill Tusk. If they had more time, they probably would have done something more interesting with the Chaotic Gore. If they had more time, they probably would have done something more interesting with Crystal Uragon. And like, they have in those specific games. What this is, Chaos Magala was for you, and for I don't know if it was for you. Crystal Uragon was World, I think. Tetsukabra was World, I think. There are so many monsters in those games. Genuinely, so many monsters in those games. So for them to go out of their way to try to give us even more variance that was already there, I'm so grateful to the devs for trying to do those things. Now, do I wish they would have just made slightly better variants? Yeah, I wish so. But also, like, I can appreciate what they were trying to do. Hydrate. I will hydrate.
Thank you for the hydrate.
Thank you for the hydrate. I want to see if I can find how many unique large monsters are in... We'll just do world. This one says world and Iceborne together is 71. That's AI though, so I don't like fully trust it. Okay, we're gonna look at... This is specifically for world. Yep. So large monsters... This is a lot already. And a lot of these were unique specifically to world as well. Like Anjanath, this is where Anjanath was introduced. Beazle, this is where it was introduced. Behemoth. Not Diablos. Dodogama, this was. Gyros, this was. Jagras, this was. Kolviteroth, this was. Legiana was the first appearance of Legiana. First appearance of Leshen. First appearance of Odogaron. First appearance of Nergigante, Palumu. The Radabon. Tobi Kadachi was not unique to this one, right? Tobi Kadachi was in 4?
No, he was new.
Okay,
So was Gyarados. Gyarados just... Well, actually, no. Gyarados doesn't fight like the other Piscine Wyverns.
Yeah, Gyarados was new? Yeah, holy shit. Valhazak was new, Xeno'jiva was new, Zoromagrus was new. Like, this is a gen that had a lot of new shit in it. And for them to go out of their way to also try and include... Or Worlds... I don't think Worlds had variants, did they?
Very many.
Man. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're always pushing the boundary and always trying to make things like super unique and interesting. And so... For them to go out of their way to try to make variants in a gen is like already like a I love you. I you know, I appreciate it so much. But at the same time, I can critically look at them and be like, you didn't change enough to make them like interesting or unique. You kind of just gave it like a small patch of hair somewhere and called it a new thing. I know the armor had differences though. Alright, next one. This is the Gendrome.
Paralysis Raptor. Gotta love them.
Gendrome! Right? This is Gendrome? That was the icon that I was looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely it. Do you have any opinions on this first? Because I'm taking a moment to really think about this.
I mean, it's not a bad design.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't really have a whole lot to say about Gendrome. I feel like we're gonna end up in a similar situation with the other drones too.
Yeah, I really do.
Or maybe just this one. I like the twin head crests but
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is I really like the frills on its head, and I like the two fangs on the front. I like that. I also don't hate the coloration of like the greens and the oranges together. I think that's really good for a drome, but also at the same time, like, we have like 12 fucking dromes now. So a lot of the uniqueness is like gone for me. I'm gonna put it in. It's all right. It's like I look at it and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's one of the dromes. The colors are different. That's okay. That's it.
I think the dromes probably are the monsters that are going to fall into the category of this is fine, but maybe there should have been more.
Yeah.
Like more to the design.
Yeah. I'm trying to think for a second. Is this better than Bishaten and Bisarios?
I
don't
personally, I don't think so.
Yeah. I'm gonna put him here. I think I'm gonna put almost every one of the dromes right here at the very bottom of It's Alright, because I do agree they're like pushing into the tier of like, you needed more time to cook on these. You needed to make them a bit more unique. But for right now, I think I'm gonna set them in the It's Alright for now. Because that's kind of how I feel about them. I was just like, oh, okay, they exist. They're not like repulsive to me. Do you know what this next Gindrome looking motherfucker is?
Yeah, that's Geodrome.
Geodrome.
Geodrome. GIA.
Yeah, I just can't fucking spell for the life of me. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the fucking It's Alright. Like, I don't necessarily like how this one looks. The weird head shape is very like getting to me.
I wish it looked a little more different from Velocidrome.
Yeah. We'll come
The
back
colors
to
are good.
Yeah, the colors are really good. I like the blue and the black together, and the light blue and dark blue. So that's not bad, but I feel like I think Adam nailed it. He just said every game has their Raptor, all of them seem kind of mid, just something to bully. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's exactly what I think of them.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Oh no. Ugh, no.
Pizu call.
You're lagging again, but I'm glad because I don't even want you to defend this fucking creature to me. Okay, I will say one nice thing. I'm gonna say one nice thing about Giganox. Giginox? I think the purple looks good on it. Compared to the piss yellow that Baleful had, I think the purple does look a lot better. It looks more like a leech. Yeah. So I definitely get the theming a bit more. I still don't know if I would have caught the theming of it being a leech with its design like this. But at least I can like understand it a bit more and like agree with it. And be like, oh, okay, yeah. Now that you said that, I kind of see the resemblance.
I will just go ahead and let you know. I have no idea what the glowy spots on its belly are supposed to be.
Yeah, who fucking knows? Okay, so I had Baleful and ew. Ugh. And I think regular is just gonna go in needed more cooking. Like, it just looks... It looks like a Kizu and a Chameleos, like, had it on. I just don't like that.
Yeah, kinda.
And it looks like it was born with, like, an uneven match of chromosomes and like, didn't get genes from either one, but also both at the same time, and came out just being like, kill me! Kill me!
I'm sorry, Mama Kizu, your baby was born with no bones.
With no bones. And 2 butts.
Wait, I'm sorry, one of them's a head. You'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it needed more cooking. Like, I wish they would have leaned a bit more into the leech side of it rather than trying to do a perfect 50-50 mix of like wyvern and leech together. Ooh, this is the it's the Lavazioth, right? Or is this a Cantor? Achnactor? Fuck me.
Ragnar.
Glacial. Yeah. You are lagging a bit, so I wanted to double check to see what you're saying. Glacial. Achnactor. Oh, that's the world's smallest image, my bad.
Not relevant for the tier list, but I thought you'd find it interesting. The battle mechanics for Glacial Agnactor are reversed.
What do you mean by that?
So you know how when Agnactor digs into the heated ground, it melts the lava, right? And that's when you attack.
Yeah.
Well, with Glacial Agnactor, when it dives into the icy ground, the ice refreezes on its body.
Oh.
So the hard parts soften up after it stays out of the ground for so long.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this is a good look at it. From, like, actually in the game.
Right next to Gore, what the hell?
This is falling under the same category of, like, the problem that I have with specific variants. Of, like, there's not enough color differentiation. Especially, this is another like specific thing that happens with a lot of like snowy monsters, of like they run too hard into it must be ice, it must be white, it must be snow colored, and like I do really enjoy the light blues that are up on top of its ridge, but also at the same time like that's the only like real coloration.
That's the only color in the whole monster.
Yeah. Yeah, this entire thing for me just looks messy, and I don't know if it's because of specifically, like, it just hardened up or something.
When the ice is melted, it looks blue. Like a light blue.
Hmm.
I think this is one of those monsters that would get a mildly higher placing if we were watching it in motion.
Yeah, entirely possible. I think I'm going to put it right next to Espinus. I don't hate the idea of like a glacial Agnactor, but I just wish they would have done a little bit more with that.
This is one of those subspecies where I think to make it work, they would need to go a little extra on the design.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you have to. Next one's going to be a very, very interesting one. One that I'm actually kind of excited for.
So what are you thinking about Glavenus?
I think, if I'm being 100% honest, I would be dumb to put it anywhere else except fucking S tier.
I agree.
I think it has the same kind of appeal that Brachydios does.
Yes.
I think Brack does it just a tiny bit better. But I think when you look at Glavenus, you know immediately what it wants to do, how it wants to do it. It's immediately noticeable. The color distinction on it is so amazing. You can immediately tell what part of it is the head and what part of it is the tail. There is no like getting lost in the color of it and being confused. I think this is just a really fucking good design. What do you think about it?
I'm not sure I have anything to add.
You just agree? You're just like, yeah, fucking S tier. They cooked. They did good on that one.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Yeah. Oh no.
That's what you-
Is it? Gambit? What is this? Fuck, what is this fucker called? I remember that it's like the one that like Gobble or something like that. Yeah, I just remember that it's the motherfucker that sits in the sand and like opens its mouth and it just fucking does that shit.
No, that's the Nibble Snarf.
That's Nibble Snarf. Oh, this is a water monster.
Yeah, it's like a flounder mixed with a
Anglerfish.
anglerfish. Yeah,
Does it puff up like that?
yeah, it does.
Oh, fuck.
It puffs up and it gets all big and round and spiky.
I like this picture. This is a good picture. I especially like that this picture is named Gobble 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 Gobble. So this is the regular coloring, is like this reddish purplish.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that kind of brownish red.
Okay.
Oh my god, I just saw the gobble 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 gobble. Holy shit.
I think this is an incredibly unique monster. And for that, I definitely have to give it some points. I don't think it's an amazing looking monster.
Well, you don't want to just jump right in there?
No.
Like Gurren Lagann style?
No.
2 heads?
It's just the this is actually the new Celtis form. This is the Queen Celtis. You ride it on top of it.
This is Marshy Queen Celtis.
True. That's actually a good name. I think they did a really good job with it. I don't think that they cooked with it though.
Yeah, I kind of agree. This is kind of one of those monsters that suffers from the success of its concept.
That is a really good way to put it.
Very few monsters like execute their design concept perfectly and then end up looking like a Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah.
Or not a Sour Patch Kid, a Garbage Pail Kid.
All right, I've put it down. I think I'm going to put it in the middle of they did good. I don't think it rises above like Black Diablos or like any of like the Apex variants that we have in here, or even like some of the really good designs like Astalos or Beatotis or Acnosum or anything like that. I think it is a good design, but I think it gets bodied by like any design above it.
Honestly, you put it higher than I would have.
Really? Where would you have put it?
I would have put it between Diablos and Barioth.
Between Barrios and Diablos. Oh man, I just realized. This is hard.
I feel like the base monster designs just pull off their looks better than Gobble does, at least after Barioth. Because, like, I know part of the deal with Gobble is, like, it's supposed to be, like, a freaky sea monster, kind of just big fish,
Yeah.
but it doesn't really come off very fishy. Which, like, yeah, it's a ambush predator, but, like, I feel like it should show the fishy side a little more. It's just kind of a weird frog puffer fish thing.
That is true, but it does very much remind me of like a deep sea fish, or like the anglerfish and the really deep sea fish, and I really do enjoy the bottom of it being kind of paler than the top side of it, because like typically that's only a fish thing, or like specifically like us a stingray thing. So like
The strong part of this design is definitely like the mouth and the teeth,
yeah.
I would say.
I think it does a really good job of capturing the uncanny valley and the creepiness of deep sea fish.
Yeah.
And I think for me, I have to give it like extra points for that alone. And like there's really good color differentiation on the monster. And like it's fucking wild. And I don't think there's any other monster in the game that kind of looks like this. You know? I feel like I have to give it points for that.
I agree. This one would also get slight bonus points for being watched in motion.
Definitely, yeah. I think as unfortunately, because it feels weird to me, it feels weird to have like it above certain things like Almudron and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna keep it there.
Okay.
I think I just have to, because of all the things that I just cited. Of it like capturing that creepiness, of it being super unique, of it having a really like different color design too. I think I have to just give it its credit. It's fucking creepy to look at and I don't like it, but also they did a really good job on that. Is this one? It has to be, because we're still in the G's. This is Gogmazios.
Yeah, the icon is weird.
It is weird, yeah.
I am tempted to say that Gogmazios has to go below Gyasmagorm, at the very least. Like one place below.
It's simultaneously a really good design and a really bad design at the same time.
It's so like all of the really good detail doesn't really, I don't know, it's such a, relatively speaking, it's such a unique dragon
Yeah.
in Monster Hunter.
And I do really enjoy the head shape, and I really enjoy that the chest is like craggled upwards, and I really enjoy the wings that aren't even wings, they're just like extra talons, and the way that it stands and holds itself is super unique. But also at the same time, it's covered in goo that like obfuscates everything.
If we were judging this monster by official art, it would be higher than it is. Or higher than it's going to be.
Yeah. I'm thinking.
The Gogmazio standing on all fours.
Wait, where was that? Where did I miss it? Oh, this one?
It was... It's like a 3D model.
Oh.
It was further down.
It looks like a fucking shark with legs.
It does. Oh, what a majestic creature.
Yeah. That's good. I like that a lot, actually.
Oh my god, I didn't realize its back legs were on a tiny platform. Its back legs are so short.
Oh, man. Okay. I also really enjoy that the Dragonator is like a part of its design as well. Like, it's so fucking... I'm gonna give it points because it's like really intimidating. And it like the parts that are seeable are really interesting and good. But like it has readability issues. Being able to like look at a monster like this and actually read it and understand it is a little hard. I think I'm gonna put it, and this fucking hurts me because I love this monster. I want it to come back all the time. I think I need to put it like below Tigrex.
Okay.
Does that matter as much when it's a siege monster, though? Does what matter specifically? Uh-oh. I'm gonna mute myself while this is going.
Okay.
Somebody must have burnt something by accident on the stove or something. Oh, does readability matter when it's a siege monster? Absolutely. I think even more so. When you're doing like a siege monster, you're typically looking at it even more. And like, yeah, you have more time to like read it and like figure out what pieces are. But if it's not like aesthetically pleasing and you're just sitting there for like a 30-minute fucking quest just staring at it, it's like, to me, it's like, I don't know. Like, to me, I think it matters even more at a siege. Because you're just sitting and staring at it.
Kul'Taroth is a really, really good example of a perfectly readable siege fight.
Yes.
We're probably going to have a lot to say when we get to Kul'Taroth.
Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. But yeah, I think it has issues with readability, and that matters a fuck ton. But I also think that was probably a limitation of the time that it came out as well. Because I feel like if they were to redo fucking Gogmazios now, it'd probably be one of my favorites. Like, period. One of my favorites.
I could definitely see them adding a lot of like subtle patterns to highlight the monster if they added it in now.
Yeah. It deserves... It was really good for the day that it came out, but like looking back now, it's just like, okay, well, there's some things I don't necessarily love about it. Motherfucking another Rathalos and Rathian? Okay. I have opinions. Obviously.
Okay.
I'm fucking filled to the brim with bad opinions. So I want to hear your opinion first.
Okay.
Before I fully give mine.
Okay. So, my take on Gold Rathian is I don't like how she looks anymore. I really, really liked how Golden Rathian used to look in, like, 4U and Gen, where it was so bright. But the the lighting in World made Gold Rathian look pretty good when you were playing the game, but it's kind of... it's not as good as it used to be.
I think you just gave about like almost my exact opinion. Because like if it's like this picture, this is from Generation specifically, where it's like super bright and noticeable, I think that's awesome. But then you click over to this picture right here, and this is from, I don't even fucking know where this is from. This just again looks like a Rathian that has paint spilled on it. And this pisses me off. I hate when this shit happens. Like, it is supposed to be a different creature, like a different variant. Don't make it look like the base monster with a little bit of paint on it. Please, God.
I think they may have a little, like, reflective sheen to them in World. I remember fighting Gold Rathian a lot in the desert, in the Guiding Lands, and I want to say it did reflect the light pretty good.
Here's a
I don't remember if that was a thing in Gen. It may have been.
So this looks to be a screenshot of World right here. And immediately I look at it and I'm like, this is so muddied and dulled out. Like, the whole point of the gold and silver Rathalos was they were fucking gold and silver. And, like, this one just looks kind of like sand. Like yellow. Like
Rathian and Rathalos got hit real hard with the current gen graphics.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It feels like all of their different forms just had their saturations fucked with. In like a very negative way. I don't know why they're specifically afraid to like crank the fucking saturation up. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's going to make it very hard to rank them then because of how vastly different they are from like what they used to be. I think I'm going to try to always go with what's newest.
Yeah, that would make the most sense.
And if that's the case, then like I'm honestly going to put this needed more cooking.
Yeah, I agree.
I think I'm gonna put it above Rajang. I like the idea. I mean, like, I always like the idea of like different color variants that act differently and have unique things about them. It just lost the thing that made it special. It's the not gold Rathian. Like, it's the piss yellow gold Rathian. You know, like it's very sad, but I can't control what they do. I wish they would have just cranked the fucking saturation up on them. Ooh. Another good one. Remember this fucker's name.
I had a real hard time remembering this guy's name recently. Fucking Gosharag.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think I have a hot take for this one.
Alright, go ahead.
I think they cooked with this.
That's not a hot take.
I think they fucking cooked with Gosharag.
I agree.
I look at this fucking face right here, and the hair behind it, and I'm like, holy shit, they turned like something from Japanese folklore into a fucking monster. I love it, and the sword hands only make it better for me. And the nice fucking beefy, disgusting red hands. Oh. Yeah, I think they cook with this one.
The hands are so funny to me because they are like a step and a half away from just Argyros arms.
Yeah. Corrupted Argyros. I honestly, if that's what their explanation for this was, like a, not even a corrupted, but if it was like a what is it called when a ghost takes control of something?
Oh, possession?
Possessed, thank you. Yeah, if it was just like a possessed fucking Argyros that like was like a Japanese folklore possession, that still would have been sick as fuck.
Gosarag should have gotten a variant.
Raging Gosarag.
I could live with that.
Yeah, I think they could.
Gosarag with a Super Saiyan color scheme.
Yeah.
He just shoots fucking ki blasts out of his hands.
I think it's gonna go right there, below Coral Poke, but above like Harmatar.
Yeah, that looks good to me.
Yeah, I think that's correct. I think that's correct for me. I think they did such a good job with that monster. It's so fucking crazy. Fucking, I have a personal fucking hatred for this thing. Is this Gravios or Bessarios? That's Gravios. I have a personal hatred for both of them, honestly. Fuck both of them. I mean... It is... I can't believe I'm about to fucking say this. Kind of unique. There's not that many, like, rock wyverns. There's Gravios and Bessarios, and then they're, like, variant versions. And, like, thinking back to when this was introduced, this was the only one or only two of its kind. But because of that, like, there's been so many like variations and stuff like that. I think it does take away from the kind of the like uniqueness of it. Now that there's like 4 or 5 different rock wyverns that all like do the exact same fucking thing. If this was the only one, I think it'd go to like it's all right. But I'm kind of tempted to like push it more towards like. Actually, you know what? It's gonna go right next to fucking Bessarios. Because they're the same thing to me. Bessarios and Gravios are the exact same fucking thing to me.
I do enjoy that he's a big chonker, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, absolutely. I agree. I like that too, but I also like how Bessarios pretends to be a rock. And so, like, for me, it's like, okay, they all have one thing unique to them, and that's it. Just below its variant. What is the variant of Gravios again?
That was Black Gravios.
Black Gravios.
That's the red brown one.
Oh yeah, the one that I said looked like fucking Galio, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the coloring on this one's just better, like way better. I'm gonna put Gravios above Bessarios, but I'm leaving it like that. I'm splitting it with Bishaten. Black was 3 to the left of where you put it. Yeah, I'm in a really weird spot where I believe that Bishaten is better than Bessarios, but worse than better than Gravios, but worse than Black Gravios. I think I have to just keep it like this. We live in weird times, because I say we do. And then I put more things on the left side of it's all right. Ah, another fucking drone, dude.
No.
This is
the
Great
it's
Baggy.
the Great Baggy.
Great Baggy. I remembered it. It's before you said it. Can you do me one favor?
I was surprised they brought this guy back for Rise. It was funny seeing him again.
Yeah, I agree. Can you tell me one thing, though? Can you tell me the difference between the Great Baggy and another drone?
Great Baggy is one of the early game fuck you monsters from 3.
I'm gonna put it at the top of the drone list right now. I think it's better than some of the drones we've seen, but it's still just a fucking... It's the exact same fucking thing as the rest of the drones. Yeah, I'm willing to move on. There's nothing I can say about this that I can't just say about every other fucking, like, Velocidrome. I'm gonna lose my mind. What is the next one again called?
Yeah. You're muted.
Fuck. When did that happen? Fuck! Okay, you can hear me now. Don't even remember hitting that button.
Okay.
I need to move it. I have it next. I have it on my insert button, which is right next to my backspace. I think that's how I'm hitting it. So that's my bad.
Ah.
Got all the great raptors coming up now. I know.
I wish we had more green subspecies to pad out the list.
I'd lose my mind if there was fucking more green things.
Green Gypsaros. I think Great Gyros is pretty cool. Maybe a little too basic for his own good, but he's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think he is definitely a little too basic for his own good. I really like what they do have, though.
Yeah, the neck frill thing is really good.
Mm-hmm. I think this is deserving of the very bottom of they did good. I think it's good. I just wanted more.
Yeah.
I think what they did was interesting, and it was good. It just wasn't enough for me to be like fully in love with it. Apparently, a cobra crossed with a monitor lizard. I can see that. Yeah. I think it's what they have. I think the top 25% of it is like super fucking cool, and then it's just like kind of bland for the rest of it. So I mean,
I wish that they had some kind of pattern that would highlight like a snake scale pattern along its body.
Yeah.
And not just have like a plain torso.
Yeah, I definitely would have enjoyed it a lot more if it had a pattern that continued on to the rest of it. Yeah, I'd say it's like the very bottom of they did good. It was a decent design that I wish they would have just done more with, so... Just had to continue the head pattern. Yeah, if they would have done that, I think it would have been better. Fucking another great... This one is the great... Izuchi. That's what it is. Okay, now... This is going to be interesting. Because I feel that it's of all the different like dromes and like great whatever fights, I think this is one of the more interesting fights with the way that it uses its tail, and it constantly like helicopters around and like whips its tail at you and stuff like that. I think it's one of the more unique fights of all of them, but we're not judging fights here. We're only judging like how their design. And because of that, I'm going to put him at the top of their drone list. I think he's the most interesting of all of them so far.
Yeah.
But he's definitely like, if we were judging him specifically on the battle, he'd probably be one of the top ones. Of like, he'd probably be a bit further up even. He might even be in like the they did good kind of area. What is this next one? Is the great... Oh man, I always...
How could you forget the OG?
Because they blend together. There's so many of them that they're so fucking... It's hard. Jaggy! Thank you. The only thing I could think was baggy, and I knew that wasn't correct. Yeah, this is where it started. This is the problem.
Hey, whoa. Let's not get hasty here.
Okay, if I'm being 100% serious, I do like the coloration on it. I do like the frills on the side of the head. It does work for looking like a velociraptor drone thing. Like, it does look good.
The biggest weakness for this design, in my opinion at least, is that it looks too much just like a real dinosaur that would be alive.
Yes, I 100% agree with you. That's kind of my problem for all of all the drones, is they just look like an actual dinosaur.
He is fun to bully. He flinches a lot.
Yeah, I'll put him like right smack dab in the middle of the drones. He was kind of the template for a lot of them, so. Even though he is fun to bully, I do agree. Okay.
Great Jagras is also fun to bully.
I have a not so hot take, and I know it's not a hot take. Great Jagras. They fucking cooked with this one.
To what degree?
I'd say like, okay, if it's not going to be in they cooked, I think they at least did good. I'd be willing to put it.
I don't want to sway your tier list here. I want you to put your monsters where you want them to be.
I think you're right that I was going to put it way too high. I think they did good. This is a good starter. Like a good starter monster. We're going to put it... Yeah, I'm going to put it right there. It goes right below Anjanath.
That's a good spot for it, I think.
I have personal feelings about loving that specific monster, and I think the fight's really good. I think that was kind of clouding my judgment on it a little bit. Like, in terms of pure design, it is just like they did good. I think the fight is so good for introducing hunters to literally every mechanic of the game.
Yes.
If it was purely just on only on like judging the fight alone, he might be one of the top 10. Not in terms of difficulty, not in terms of like coolness and spectacle, but purely on like hey, this is a first-time monster. Learn the game. It is nearly perfect. Look up SCP-682, basically the same design. Yeah, I know. The something indestructible lizard, nearly indestructible lizard, something like that.
Oh yeah, it does have like the hair kind of stuff hanging over one side.
And the like crocodilian shape and stuff like that, yeah. I guess I can just show it for stream. Because why not? I don't think this stuff is like copyrighted or anything like that, so. This is the design that I'm familiar with right here. For 682. And also this as well. Sometimes. That's a good portrayal of it right there. This is not a good portrayal of 682, but I love this picture. I'm sorry, everybody. I got distracted. Yeah. I think it's a really good design. I think it's a really interesting design, and it makes me very happy.
Oh my god, did you see that picture of him wearing pants?
No. Of 682 or of the
Yeah,
Jagras?
682 wearing pants.
We're gonna find it. I'm gonna go back and find it. I don't see it here.
It showed up when you clicked on one of the images. I'm not sure which one it was.
There's only one correct option here. I know what it is. It's the bottom one for sure.
God, I love that picture.
I hate it. I hate it so much. Okay. This is the great...
Great Macau.
Macau. Thank you. I was not going to get that. Okay. This is one that's very difficult. I think in terms of design, it's kind of bad. I think in terms of the fight, it's really good.
So, what don't you like about the design?
It takes too much of what we said about like the Gendromes and stuff like that, about how it tries to take a really like real design and then gives it such unrealistic colors that there's a disconnect for me. It's like you're trying to take a really, really natural and normal design and then give it extremely like neon colors. And it's not like neon colors that like fit the design like an aposematic creature. This is like weirdly colored. Like the really orange-red head fit into the yellow feathers, into the green body, into the brown tail, into the orange underside.
I'm not sure how much you know about, like, the appearances of raptors, but a lot of the smaller raptors actually are theorized to have had very colorful coats of feathers.
I didn't know that.
Kind of, so I think that a lot of the small ones kind of had similar feathers to like mid-sized birds, like hawks or cardinals or stuff like that.
Sorry, I was just looking. I wanted to look to actual macaws to see like if I could find like
their colors.
Yeah, like a super similar like color scheming. I guess this is actually like really close actually, with red on the front.
Is the tier list still going on?
Oh yeah,
we're not even halfway through.
My God, dude, I've been gone for like an hour.
No, you've been gone for 2 hours and 40 minutes.
No, I was asleep. That don't count.
He's right. He wasn't logged in yet.
If I'm not active, I don't count it.
Fair. Yeah, so like looking at birds and stuff like that, and like if you're saying that it took inspiration from birds, to have this really front forward like fucking, oh fuck, I know what it is.
Oh, are we talking about the Sachawacha?
No, the Great Macau from Gen.
Oh, okay.
People called it the stoplight raptor. Because it's red and yellow and green.
Fair. I don't mean to derail this, but did you guys see the Monster Hunter upcoming thing?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, you saw the trailer?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
I actually wanted to talk about it, but I forgot when I started the tier list.
We can now. Let me derail.
Yeah. So really quickly, let me rank this one, and then we can derail.
Alright.
Yeah. So my problem with the Great Macau is that it reminds me of the fucking Red Skull.
Listen. He's not a Nazi.
I didn't say that the Great Macaw was a Nazi. It just reminds me of one. Like, I understand taking, like, inspiration from, like, birds and stuff like that.
He showed up at that one dinner that one time.
Hey, Brady, remind me a joke to tell you off stream.
Okay. Like, the head
Rosie
is so
O'Donnell.
off-putting to me.
It does stand out. Probably more than it ought to.
It's like the feathered, and it's like yellows and greens, and it's so nice, and then demon head. And
I
like,
just look like I could put bananas on a red head.
right, yes! It looks like it's wearing a
Even
bunch
when
of
I played
bananas as a necklace.
Yeah. Even when I played Jin, I thought that thing the second I saw it.
Ooh, banana.
I hate this thing. I'm putting it in the lowest part of the drums. I don't like how it looks at all. And then like it's so confusing to me because I don't like how it looks at all, but I love how it fights. I'm so conflicted.
This is a design tier list, right?
Yes.
Yeah, purely like visual design.
Alright, well, Brandon, you know what you gotta vote for.
You're right. It needs to go in the needed more cooking tier.
Yeah. Although the banana necklace is a nice touch.
Yeah.
Whether that's a good thing or bad thing, we will
It
never
really
know.
ties it all together,
Yeah.
or better or worse.
I do really like the tail. I think the tail is like a really unique part of it. It's really nice. I think it just needed a little bit more time. A little bit more time in the oven, you know?
I guess.
Is it?
Man, I'm not helping my image here.
What is the name of this one? It's the...
What was it? I didn't get a look at it.
Yeah, I pulled it back up. It's like the great... I want to say like...
Oh, Great Roggy. WR.
Ragi.
Rocky. Have you guys gotten to Magna yet?
No.
No.
We're to the G's.
I
The
think we're getting
Gs?
close to being done with the G's.
Yeah, we're getting really close to being done with G's, I think.
Oh boy.
You know, we may actually finish this stream at about the halfway mark.
Hell yeah.
We might actually be halfway already. I don't know. I'll have
Has
to
it
look
got
at
wilds on there? Yeah, I see wilds.
I'll have to count, obviously, so I'll do that here in a moment. I need to take a very small break and use the bathroom, though, so I'm going to go do that first.
Okay.
Do you guys want me to leave you guys open mic or muted?
I'm gonna also be stepping away for just a second.
Okay.
Muted.
Alright, I'll be right back then.
Okay.
Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Drop it low. Drop it low.
Brandon.
Yes, sir.
Is this the helpline for gamblers?
No, we're here to encourage you to gamble.
Yes? What do I do on 16 when the dealer is showing 7?
Fuck. I think the
High
correct
level
answer-
question, unprepared.
I think the actual answer is hit. Like, you're in a really shit spot, so I think the actual answer is hit.
Hey, hold on. Levi, did you hear the joke?
I think I did. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure.
Is this the helpline for gamblers?
Yeah.
Yes. What do I do on a 16 when a dealer's showing 7?
I'm pretty sure you're just in a really shitty situation, and the only answer is to hit.
You should have played roulette so you could just know you'll lose.
There's only 5 cards that could help you. I think you might, if you're being super safe. I think, and you're playing probabilities. You stand.
Listen.
Huh.
I'm the type of guy when Derek gets blackjack and I'm standing at a 20, I go, well, I can't let you be the only one, and pull out a fucking ace to get a blackjack as well on 20. We have that clip saved. That shit will be legendary. Oh, it is legendary, but you know what I mean.
Okay, so great Raggy. Also, really quickly, we're gonna derail it even more because fuck it. Persona 4 remake?
Heartbreak. I've known about it for weeks.
Yeah, Persona 4 remake.
Yeah. Because clearly no other Persona needs it.
Yeah, clearly. They did the only other Persona games already. Persona 3, Persona 5.
Yeah, Persona 3 is the first one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's the first one. It went Shin Megami
Yeah,
Tensei, Shin Megami Tensei 2, Shin Megami Tensei 3, Persona
Featuring
3.
Dante. You can never forget the featuring Dante from Devil May Cry.
Featuring Dante. Yeah. Yeah, Persona 4 remake. It's a real thing.
I'm so excited, dude. I'm so excited. I was about to buy Golden again until I heard about that a few weeks ago. I might have saved a meme for you, Brandon, because of that.
I was about to cave to my addictions, and well, you know, now I have a new one.
No, that's solitude.
I was gonna cave to my favorite dating sim.
Honey Pop 1.
Jesus fuck.
Nikki's my favorite.
I don't remember their names, but if that's the...
Blue hair gamer.
Okay, I'm looking it up on my other monitor.
My favorite's the fairy, because she's an asshole.
You know what? Based.
This is your favorite?
The blue hair one that's a gamer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's she going on the tier list?
Yes.
Like B tier.
Fuck you. She's a gamer. I don't have many boxes to check off.
I need to. Oh, maybe the character I'm thinking about is from Honey Pop 2. I actually don't know much about the Honey Pop.
She's in both.
The character I'm thinking of. Oh, yeah. The character I'm thinking of is specifically from 2. And her name is Ashley Rosemary.
Ah, she's the yellow-haired pigtails, kind of an asshole kind of thing, right?
No.
Okay, that's a different one I'm thinking of.
I'm gonna send it in the group chat.
Alright, sick. What, streamer? Too scared to show it to all your viewers?
Yes! Yes!
What is your age demographic target, my good sir?
Ones that don't violate TOS.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Oh, good choice. Good choice. That would probably be my second one.
I barely know anything about this fucking game series, but I know of her.
You like Puzzle Quest, and you like hentai, we got the best thing for you.
Because you're not gonna believe, brother.
Dude, you like playing puzzles? You like anime? I got the game for you.
The tagline is, thank God you only need one hand.
TGIF.
I only watched Markiplier play it.
Yeah!
One-handed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just always doing that when I watch Markiplier.
Same.
Not even Honey Pop, just Markiplier.
Especially when it plays FNAF. I don't know, it just gets to me.
I was really disappointed when he uploaded his Honey Pop playthrough. I was going to be so distracted.
That makes one of us.
Yeah, I wasn't distracted at all.
Yeah.
It just happened like 20 times faster than it should have.
I'm sorry. This never happens.
Yeah, anyways, Great Ragi.
Good segue, good cut up.
I think, and let me know if I'm being a little crazy here, right? I think the Great Ragi is gonna go in. They did good. I like the Great Ragi.
Bottom of they did good would be alright.
I think of all the different dromes, this is one of the more unique ones, and I really enjoy the differences.
God, that one picture you have like zoomed in on, God, he looks so awful. He just looks like a head empty dumbass.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
You can put food on him.
Why does he have a sword?
Because he's based. That's him without his minions.
That's the Great Ragi, dude. Come on.
You defeated too many bosses, so you face the real boss.
For revenge.
Okay. What the fuck is this?
Green Nargacuga. Let's go.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's straight up green Nargacuga.
Oh my god.
I was about to say, that looks familiar, but at the same time, it don't.
It was only in 3 and 3U, I'm pretty sure.
No wonder.
It's just green.
I've never faced the green one.
I think the only difference is that the tail spikes that it shoots out can poison you or something.
Does it before?
It's either poison or stun. Maybe it's stun.
I think the original Nargacuga bleeds, right? And then this one does something else.
This one may do stun on the tail.
Oh, there's
quills.
also Lucent Nargacuga too.
Yeah, that one does do the poison spike rain.
Okay,
For sure.
So I really do enjoy the differences in the tail. I think the tail actually is like possibly the only saving thing of this recolor.
Yeah, I agree.
But this green is bad.
Baby
Cute
barf
green.
green.
Yeah, literally baby barf green.
Like green is fucking awful.
The sickliest green they could find in the color palette.
I had that green drop in my toilet last night.
We're putting it in you.
Yeah.
Please do. I had to fight too many of them, and it was only in the single digits.
Like I
I'm sorry, that's such a good line.
Look, man. you start getting a little sick of the color green after you fight the only 2 green subspecies in all of 3 and 3U. You get real tired of them real quick.
I'll have to take your word for it. I didn't get to play 3.
There are only 2.
And they're too much.
They are. There's green Narga, and it's just Narga, but bad. And then there's green Plesioth.
Oh, that's all this fucking.
Please, y'all.
Is it green Plesioth or is it the Gyarados?
Yep, green Plesioth.
Ugh, another fucking green thing, dude.
I know I sound upset. It's because I am. Remembering fighting these things just makes me upset.
Okay, I'm gonna do a check on
What?
regular Plesioth real quick, and then like rotate back to green. Okay, so regular. This is regular. This is green.
The regular looks so much better. Wow,
It really
I like the
does.
shimmer. I like the shimmer, but that's about it.
Well, like the colors work better.
Yeah. The only thing I can give the green one is it has a better, like a nicer looking shimmer, and that's about it.
Yeah. I feel like the green should have been a lighter green on the back.
Eh, maybe some yellows.
Yeah.
Stinky.
And we're done with the greens, thank
We're
God.
done with the greens.
You should make a green tier list
I was
below you.
Yeah, I was kind of tempted to put it a little bit higher than maybe like you. Like I could have maybe seen the very bottom of needed more cooking. It's like I don't hate the idea of a different colored fish, especially for something like the Plesioth, which is already kind of like an interesting monster design. But I was like, this is just so like why green?
I don't really have anything else to add. I just have nothing but roiling anger left to express for this monster.
Fucking, oh my god, fucking.
Should have been purple.
Don't make me put shit in this tier.
It's finally here.
We joked about it. I'm not gonna actually gonna make that as a fucking row, but like, we joked about that earlier, and there's been so many examples of being like, oh no, that's actually true. It should have just been purple.
Purple.
Oh,
Purple.
the Narga subspecies would have looked so good with dark purple.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gormagala looking weasel.
man, they should make Gormagala purple. That'd be fucking awesome.
You know what? It'd be even crazier if they made him gold.
They
Crazy
dude,
concept.
they would never.
No,
Another creature
never.
that they should have made like a nice like purple, like blackish purple and kind of wispy is this one creature called Shigaru Magala. I wish they would have made that like kind of like purplish and like dark and like wispy. I feel like that would have like really fit the theme, you know.
We don't need your fan theories in here, bro.
Fuck, dude, I'm sorry. Damn.
I feel like they didn't really fulfill the whole monster concept with Shigaru, you know? It really needed a form where it was like purple and didn't have anything extra on it.
Yeah, and it was like the reflection, like one of them is like the sun or like a star, and the other one's like the shadows and evil. And yeah, it would have been really cool.
Missed opportunity.
Missed opportunity.
They were really on fire in 4U other than that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for starting this bit. I'm already growing tired of it.
What? my god.
Did you ever tell Brandon about your little hee hee joke?
It
Oh,
doesn't.
no, I didn't.
It doesn't.
You should. I was thinking about it on my way to grab my legalized water.
How did we wander into that line? I can't remember.
I don't even remember.
Well, anyway, we were talking about like mascot
Oh, so-
characters or something.
Yeah, and Persona.
And Yorkshire brought up Jack Frost from Persona, and I was like, he who?
Oh my god.
But he did it in like with the conversation flow.
Yeah.
So it was very off. I didn't. It took a second, and then I burst.
That is no. That's like the magic of Levi as a comedian. Is that like
He really.
I feel like his jokes are like blow dart guns. Like you don't notice it first, and then all of a sudden you're unconscious, and
Yeah, pretty much. It's good.
he just.
He's like, yeah, they should really do that. Hee hee ho. And like the thing is, he's been laughing like hee hee the entire time. So I didn't catch it, and then he went hee hee ho. Fuck yeah, I died. It was a solid 3 minutes of laughter.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna get through the G's, and then I think we're gonna be done. I think for the today.
How many more do we have?
I couldn't tell you. Here's Gypsyros, and then that's
Oh, actually, we only have 5 left.
yeah, something like that. Because that's Lagia right there. I know that for sure.
And that's such a watch it.
Oh, there's two.
Next to
Of
Kazoo.
What the fuck are these? This is the other. This is the Dom Marin that I didn't fight.
Yeah, it's Jen Moran, Jhen.
Okay. We have to rate Gypsyros. There's some things happening that I don't like. I think
Okay.
100% of the spectacle about Gypsyros comes from the fight and how the monster acts. I think this is one of the most bland looking motherfuckers in every one of the games.
I think we can all agree that Gypsyros was just designed to be an ugly bastard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially that tail.
For the meme, I kind of want to put him in ew, but I don't actually think that he needed that many like changes, especially if you are making a monster to look ugly. I think that like this works. So I think
Yeah, I agree.
at the very bottom of it's all right because it's supposed to look ugly.
Yeah.
Like it does what it's supposed to do. If you told me it was supposed to be a slightly ugly wyvern-looking creature, I'd have been like, "Oh, you nailed it. You did good."
Gypsyros is the fucking jobber of monster hunters.
Yeah.
I'd say we have a new one in Wilds. The Fro.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you don't get much more jobber than that. I would say the Jagras would have more of a chance against that.
Yeah.
Jen Moran. So what's the subspecies of Jen Moran? Oh, is it this hallowed?
Yep.
Okay, that's
With
the one
all the crystals.
that's the one we have right here. Is the hallowed Jen Moran. So we're gonna look at hallowed first.
Oh, that
Fish.
means we're on H's.
Oh yeah, we are on H's. Yeah.
Fish.
Fish.
Was he an ultimate? Or Jin?
Yeah, he was in 3.
Okay.
Has Jinmarin ever been back? Because I don't think so, right?
Nope.
They immediately introduced Damarin, and he just like never fucking came back.
Yeah.
Gameth as well.
True.
Gameth is.
It's only in 3.
No, we had Gameth in
It was in Gen.
Gen, yeah.
Oh,
Not 3.
We had that conversation earlier because I was like, why do I remember fighting this fucker?
big mammoth.
Very big.
Big.
Big mammoth.
I'm genuinely surprised that they didn't make Gameth its own, like, new class of beast.
Yeah.
And they just left it a Fang beast.
I'm sure if they brought him back, it would be.
Yeah.
Okay, so I definitely like the hallowed version way more than the base version. I think for it being just a giant whale creature that has like a bunch of fucking gems on its back, I think it's like okay. I think they did what it needed to be done, and having the big giant long like stabby snout is kind of cool.
I like it.
I'd say it's on the upper end of it's alright.
I can manage with that.
Like, I'd probably put it above Black Gravios, but below Brute Tigrex.
Me personally, I put they did good, but I'm fine with it being top of alright. Or up there.
Yeah. And we're gonna go ahead and move it, Jinmarin as like the base Jinmarin, because I don't want to like come back to this page. I think this is one of the most like boring looking motherfuckers in the entire like series. The only saving grace for me is these massive tusks in the front. That is like really interesting to do on such a massive scale monster. I think personally this needed more cooking as well.
I think the one thing really keeping Gen Moran from being any better to me is there's not really a super strong concept under it. It's kind of just giant monster whale.
Yeah, I actually really agree with that. I'm going to put it really far down. Because I don't like... There's no good concept, there's no good look of it, there's nothing interesting except the specific horn. And that's like it. That's the only interesting thing I can say about it. Yeah, that's the only thing I can say. What's the Glavenus subspecies that we're looking at? Is it Hellfire?
Hellblade?
Hellblade Glavenus? It is, damn, okay.
This used to be my favorite until I had to grind for his plate in World.
Relatable.
I never got to play Gen XX. I only got to play Gen Ultimate.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what it is. Gen Ultimate is the Western release for Double Cross.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I guess I did then.
This is a sick as fuck piece of art right here.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks like some Street Fighter 4 art.
That's fucking sick. I actually love that a lot.
Oh.
So, Hellblade is just taking out most of the blues, putting it with more blacks and reds.
And making the tail more spikier than swordier.
And then also way more like cragged down the middle, like it's like cracking.
Yeah.
It's
real.
Oh, it also changes the back too. The back spikes are way more red instead of like blue.
Yeah.
This picture's fucking sick as well.
Yes.
I don't hate it.
What? I think it's cool.
Yeah, but like thinking about like regular Glavenus, like part of my favorite thing about regular Glavenus is how distinctly colored it is, and how it goes from a gradient of like blue on the head down to red on the tail, and it still keeps an even mix of both, is like the most interesting part of the design for me. And then for Hellblade, they just kind of got rid of most of the blue.
But like he looks like a hellish demon though, which is badass. But I'm also heavily biased because he used to be my favorite. So.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, it's your tier list. You put it wherever you want.
Yeah. Like, I definitely understand what you're saying, but, like, I'm trying to figure out if I specifically enjoy, like, that hellish kind of design more than having just a really unique, like, color scheming. Because we have hellish monsters. Like, a fuck ton of them. Like, we have, the Tigrex, that's the hellish one. We have a Fatalis, that's, like, a devilish one. We have, there's probably fucking more. The one that I never got to fight in from 3, we have Dread King Rathalos. Like, we have multiple other, like more fire / like hellish kind of like creatures, where we don't really have a creature that really blends it together like blue and red as well as like Glavenus does.
I mean, I can understand it.
I still don't think it's bad, though. I just wouldn't put it above regular Glavenus. I think regular Glavenus is so fucking good.
No, fair statement.
I'm gonna put it in they did good. I do think it is a good subspecies. I'd probably put it... I'd probably put it right there. Right below Black Diablos.
Yeah, fair enough. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably exactly where I'd put it. And then, of course, Glavenus, regular Glavenus is up here and they cooked because they fucking did.
Fair, yeah.
Adam says, so how long of a break are you going to want to take before the next multi-stream tier list? Ranking every monster based on how much you enjoy the fight. Honestly, I really enjoy doing these streams, especially like the tier list ones. That's why I even have like a whole like button determined for like when I'm just gonna like randomly get thrown into a tier list. So if you want me to just run through like 3 entire like stream tier lists, I'll do it because I enjoy these a
It'd be
lot.
funny if I made it a 4th. I have it in the back pocket.
But if you want me to break it up, or if you want to specifically break it up and have like an actual day of like normal-ish content of playing video games, then we can do like 1 or 2 streams and then go right back into it. It doesn't bother me at all. Got 52k points at this moment. This could go on for a while. I know.
Sorry, Brian, you're a tier list channel.
Yeah. I want to do more with channel points, but I don't really know what to do just yet. And it's also really hard to do it when
ideas.
It's really hard to have really consistent ideas when you are just like a part-time streamer. But, you know. Because if I was a full-time streamer, I could be like, oh, every 10k you put into the stream, I'll stream for an extra hour. Or something like that, you know? Like, I could do like a stream-a-thon like that.
Put channel points, put like a massive amount, and just switch games.
True. Oh, dude, that's actually
Doesn't
a really
matter.
good one. Fuck.
Like I said, I'll give you some ideas.
Switch game is actually a really good one. Okay, next creature. What the fuck is this?
Put down controller for 30 seconds. Not paused.
I don't actually know what creature this is. What monster this is.
I'm waiting on the stream to catch up.
I couldn't tell you. There's a lot of monsters I've hunted a lot, and I couldn't tell you what their name is.
You're waiting on stream to catch up. What?
Oh, that's Hypnocatress. That's a Gen 1 monster.
Do you have a low latency set on Twitch, Levi?
Well, let me see.
Check your settings.
What the fuck is this? This is fucking weird.
Looks like a Zelda enemy.
Yeah, this doesn't.
I think that's one of the first bird wyverns that they actually made.
This looks like a cartoon character.
You'd find that in Hyrule Field.
And I feel like this is just a sufferer of being a Gen 1 monster, because it looks like they were trying to do some like almost like peacock like plumage kind of thing in the back, while also keeping the same body shape as a Eon Kutku. Like it feels like a cartoon character and a mishmash of a bunch of different things together, and to me, I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like this. Now, is this a mechanic in the game where it's like has different like colorations depending on what season it is?
I don't know.
Because that would definitely give it extra points. Like this breeding season Hypnocatress looks actually really cool. I really enjoy this coloration. It looks really awesome. And even the silver looks pretty good too. But base is just a little bit bland. I mean, I enjoy the pink highlights on things. But at the same time, like, it looks confused.
I agree.
Yeah, Okay, I really like the idea of it having like multiple different like seasons of colors and stuff like that, and it being like kind of closer based to like a peacock. I really enjoy that, if that is the case, like it was supposed to have that like peacock plumage and stuff like that. So I'm gonna give it a couple extra bonus points just for that alone. I'm gonna put it in needs more cooking, and I'm gonna put it above Jin Moran, but below blue Yan Kutku. Yeah. That feels right to me. Yeah, that's just fucking weird to me. Alright, what is the red?
I've hunted that, I know for sure.
Eodrome?
Eodrome. That's the one I was trying to find out earlier. Was trying to type earlier. I'm gonna mess it up and then okay, it fixed it for me. Cool. What can be said about this one creature that has not been said about every other fucking drome already said?
He needs some milk.
He's fine. I'm gonna put him with the other drones. This is literally it. He's fine.
Yeah.
The Power Rangers of drones.
Honestly. Okay, and then we're on to Lagia Cruz. Base form Lagia Cruz.
Actually, that's Ivory Laggy.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh, this is base form Lagia Cruz next to Kushala. Wow. This thing had 3 different forms in the first in Gen 3?
Yup.
They put all their eggs in one basket.
He was the flagship for Try.
Okay, so there's abyssal, there's ivory, and then there's also base.
Yeah. Abyssal is deep sea. Ivory is actually amphibious.
Oh. Okay, so this is ivory right here. Is this a good picture for like in the game?
From stories.
Oh, that story's okay. This is in game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stories is such a weird one.
It really is.
My friend Marathlos.
I don't like hate this one. I'm trying to find out, like, because if I go back to Abyssal, because I really like Abyssal. Like, Abyssal is an S tier for me. It's one of the best creatures on the list so far. And let me find an actual in-game picture, because that's not fair. I think this is, like, I even said this to Levi, the shining example of, like, a subtle change that makes it so much better. Of having those really nice jet blacks with the really ice blue crystals on top and like the little green little finger pokers. Like, I think that's enough changes to make it like really, really nice. But then I feel like ivory is the opposite.
I was literally thinking the same thing. It does the opposite of abyssal, but ends up worse for it.
Yeah. It's like, it's subtle changes, so it doesn't feel like a lot has changed. But then it's like, it doesn't, it feels like it's been drained of its like fashion.
Where's his Gucci? Where's his Balenciaga? That bitch ain't even wearing L'Oreal.
It's been drained of his aura.
Aura check.
Damn.
Vibe check.
He walked onto the beach and got aura checked of all of his color.
I'm just trying to think, like, what if they had, like, reversed the color scheming? What if it was specifically the crystals that were white? And the rest of its body was still, like a decent blue? Or, like, even a deep blue?
I think what they were going for is, since it was aquatic and brightly colored when it moved onto land, it didn't need to be as distinctly colored.
Yeah.
That doesn't really excuse anything, but
Yeah.
I feel like the tail, in particular, on Ivory should have had some kind of different color.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it honestly, this is gonna hurt because of Abyssal Laggy being so high up. I think this one needed more cooking. I'm gonna put it near the top because it still looks okay, but like it just needed more of something.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
I'll put it above the Glacial Agnactor because I think I prefer it over the Glacial Agnactor, but it just needed more. Okay, we'll go up to the K's and then we'll stop. So we only have like 2 more. Even though I said I'd stop earlier, but shut up. So this is
Jade Baroth.
Jade Baroth.
I believe this one was also only in Try and 3U.
Wait, this is fucking sick. I mean, he's a little bit muddy in some places. But like this picture is so nicely colored. Like, this is awesome.
Dang.
Oh, I guess he gets like covered in snow and it covers up the really, really nice spots.
Yeah. Yeah,
That-
it uses the snow in place of mud.
Okay, I mean, I don't necessarily love that part of it, but if we take the snow out of it and we just look at how he looks specifically, then I think he looks cool.
It's a really interesting color palette to put on a Baroth.
Yeah. But it is so reminiscent of actual, like, jade and, like, jade deposits and crystals, and then, like, I think it looks really cool. I think it's a really good color combination for him specifically.
I agree.
I like it a lot, actually.
Reminds me of like dragonfly wings a bit on the coloring.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That kind of really bright greenish blue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in they did good. I feel like it needed a little bit more cooking, though. Because, like, being covered up entirely with snow kind of, like, muddies it really bad. Where would I put it? I think I like that more than the Glavenus. Do I like it more than Black Diablos? Yes. Do I like it more than Dread King? No. Yeah.
You guys want to know a fun fact about Jade Baroth?
Sure.
Yeah.
When it does its head charges, it can snowman you.
That's awesome.
Love that. I'd like to see how the Wilds engine has Jade Baroth with like the reflecting gems.
True. That
Yeah.
It would look
legitimately,
so good.
yeah, legitimately might actually be like S tier if that happened. Okay, we're gonna put him in they did good.
Guys, we
I like him.
hell yeah. Guys, we put temporal AA on the gems. No, it's gonna look all washed. I love my games looking like mud melting on screen.
Aren't your favorite parts of the the Modern Warfare series when your camera is doing that weird fade in thing where you have that one frame that you can see forever?
I don't want to talk about Call of Duty. That game, Black Ops 6, really just shit the bed.
Honestly, in tragic fashion.
I love how they said, we're gonna be the most serious Call of Duty. Ninja Turtles and Squid Games.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on the T-800. Sorry, Brandon, continue.
No, you're good. You're good. I love shit on Call of Duty, so we're good.
Oh, I got plenty to say. I've got plenty.
So, my thing about Giratoda specifically is that, like, I pulled up this very specific picture because there is the mud covered and the non-mud cover. And I don't even think in the game itself, even when the mud's off of it, it looks that good. I think whenever the mud's off of it in actual game, it doesn't even look that bright or nice. I think even in the actual game, it's kind of, well, not to make a fucking pun, but kind of muddy even when he's not muddy. At least that's how I kind of remember him. I remember him being very bland to look at. Even though I do enjoy the fight. I think the fight's really fun for an early rank monster.
I think it's mostly just a product of the lighting they're using, but whatever color differences there might be on the model just do not show up in the game.
Yeah. Because if it was closer to this picture of the one where it shows it completely clean, if it was closer to that, it actually could go up quite a bit for me. But I don't think it looks like that in any game it's ever shown up on. So I can't really rate it highly. I don't hate the idea of like a big mudfish though. Like I kind of like that idea. We kind of needed something like that. We never had one until before this fish. We had like lava fish and like rock fish, but no mudfish. So I'm gonna put it in the top of needed more cooking. No, I can't put it in the top. I'm gonna put it slightly above Elatrion. Slightly below Elatrion is what I meant. I like the idea of Elatrion more, so I'm gonna put the Geototus below. Yeah. And then we're onto the Ks, so that'll be the end for now. We don't even have that many more to go. We're doing good, man.
I have one favor.
Okay.
Save Magnum Hollow for when I get on stream.
I can do that.
That is my only favor. If I'm not on it already. That includes Scorn as well, because I have similar opinions.
Yeah, fair enough. We can definitely wait for that, and that'd be good. How we can do that?
Hell yeah.
It's so interesting to me that like the majority of the tier list is like either it's all right or higher.
I mean, it shows that the majority is not stinkers.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing.
And even in the stuff that's in the needed more cooking tier list, I feel like it's just like it's a tragedy of the hardware they had, or a tragedy of like a time limitation thing. Like I feel like if given more time, they would have done something even better with it.
That's just the game industry these days.
Yeah. But I don't know. I said this earlier, and I think Levi agreed, but he was also having like issues at the same time. I feel like this is part of the reason why being a fan of Monster Hunter has been so rewarding for over the past like 10 years. Is that like they constantly just come with quality.
Yeah.
One
They
thing
don't miss often.
Yeah.
One thing that I found really funny about being a fan of Monster Hunter, whenever you see, as a veteran player of the series, when you see a new monster using a move from an old monster, you don't really see reused assets that you want to complain about. It's like you kind of see the developers tip their hand there.
Yeah.
And it lets you appreciate them more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why hip check was such a joke for the longest time, because like we saw it in like 3 or 4 monsters, or like 5 or 6 different monsters, and we were just like, oh yeah, hip check, oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Thank
got
God
it too.
Diablos
Nice.
doesn't hip check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will even say now, like, even being able to, like, recognize, like, certain monsters, even in this gen, in Wilds, that's, like, reusing the same, like, skeleton, but in really unique ways, for me is, like, a huge, like, oh, you guys are fucking killing it right now. Like, I didn't even make this connection until it was told to me, but, the Hirabami?
Yeah.
And then also the spirally rock one. That's
Ketsukabra?
Valahara.
Balahara. They both use the same skeleton.
Yeah, they both have the Leviathan skeleton.
Yeah, but they reuse that same skeleton in such an interesting way that to me it's like, whoa, okay, they're cooking right now. They are going for it.
Yeah, Hirabami hides the fact that it's a Leviathan so well.
Yeah.
What a cool monster.
It's legitimately just so fucking cool. I'm actually really excited for the rest of this tier list. I feel like the rest of this tier list, even though we've already been in like really high standing, the rest of this tier list kicks it the fuck up a notch.
Yeah. can't wait to see what your all's thoughts on Wilds is.
Do you want a spoiler or no?
No.
Okay.
I think I know what it is.
Yeah, I'm just super excited to keep going, and just design-wise, this is so fucking cool to me. Oh,
Hell yeah.
Guardian Ebony is a different monster, so I can rate that one separately from regular Ebony. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice, because I actually really like the Guardian one a lot more.
Sneak preview. I like the majority of the Guardians.
I hope we get more of them with free title updates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I talk about something about Wilds real quick?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Go ahead.
Can we please bring back Guardian Archveld's track in some form?
Oh, please.
That is my favorite track in the entire game, and you only hear it once. My God, please! I want more of it, but like you hear it once. That's it.
I have the same problem with the Zoshia fight.
Understandable.
Yeah. I mean, so she is getting fixed, though, at least.
Yeah, they're actually properly putting it in.
Did you see the beta set with the wings? Oh my God. It looks good.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited for the title update, and...
Four monsters. That's crazy.
Oh, they did say 4?
Yeah. It's a returning monster. Seregios, Zoshia, Mitsune. It was the one you fight underwater. I forget the name of it.
Oh, no, that's title update 2, is Legiana.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lagia
that's
Or
Cruise.
Lagia Cruise, yeah.
I
Okay,
can't
so-
believe they teased that one.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't fucking believe that, yeah.
I didn't know they were showing off 2 yet.
That was
Or the second
the
one.
very end of the clip, was them teasing the summer update.
I thought
Yeah.
that was a part of the whole thing.
But I don't remember where they even said anything about Seregios either, so I don't know. Maybe I just missed it. I was kind of...
I think I probably missed it too.
It might have been.
Or maybe it was in
second update.
a social media post or something.
I know the
Well, I
Seregios
mean,
stuff was in like a lot of game files that was pulled.
Yeah, he was ID 24 between 25 and 23.
Yeah.
He was
Oh.
cut very late in the development. Already has his model and everything and the weapons.
And even
Dang.
Calico armor too.
Yeah.
I didn't know they. I don't know if they've actually announced it or not, but I knew it was in like the data leaks. So.
I thought they did. I saw it this morning on Facebook. Like from their official page, but that could have also been from like, oh, this is coming in title update too, so it could be
Yeah.
either one.
All right. Well,
I'd have to watch it again.
this is all good. This will be the end of my stream, and I will be jumping off here as well because I need to go do some things before I go to bed. So.
Oh man.
Thank you guys for being here with me and helping me rate everything and voicing your guys' opinions.
No problem.
Of course,
It's a good time.
next time I'm going to be on is Thursday at the exact same time, 4:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. So if you guys can make it, feel free to join.
Tell you what, I get off work at 5, and I'll probably be on around 5:30, so that should be right after Magnamalo, so it wouldn't be too far off.
Yeah, I'll make sure to rate Magnamalo immediately before you get on stream, so that way you don't get an opinion on it.
You know I will die on this.
You need to put Magnamalo and Scorned at the very bottom of E tier before he gets in.
Listen, I will say I like Scorned more personally, but they're both peak for me. Magnamalo, you put him somewhere, I'd hope it's high, but Scorned, you got do that sick. Cool. I will down this hill.
Alright, that's gonna be the end of the stream, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the Discord call, so I love you guys.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, stream. Chat, thank you for being here as well. I greatly appreciate all the support you guys give, and for all the chatting and stupidness you guys put up with. It's always greatly appreciated. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night, and yeah, I'll see you guys Thursday. Bye!